Okay. So as I bring us back in here, like I said last week, oh man, I am so excited for this. You have no idea how bad I've wanted this. Link, thank you for the resub as well. We left off here. I know you don't say anything at the moment, Matt, but I'll get you in a second. Here in the center of the Celestial Menagerie's big top. They went a little bit too far the last time they messed with us. I feel like there's a difference between sabotaging shows and trying to ruin our reputation and other general nuisance features, and then literally coming by and lighting our entire showground on fire while beating all of our performers. So we came back here to do the same. With, so far, I would say, pretty resounding success. We have murdered numerous people in the Celestial Menagerie showgrounds.
I smacked that goat.
And some of them even almost attacked us before they died. So it was almost not cold-blooded murder, at least one time.
If you don't fucking think that mind control is not an act of war, you know? You're going to hell.
I mean, but there's mind control that's like, kill your friends, and there's just
mind
go
control's
home,
mind control.
How dare you make us go home? We'll come back and kill everybody in just all of them are screwed now.
That was quite clearly the line for the Circus of Wayward Wonders. If you force me to go home, I'm gonna fucking teach you something.
It starts with telling us to go home, and next thing we're paying our taxes.
This is what happens when a rogue leads the party. This, if anyone had any reservations left about the party mom being an actual freaking rogue, well, you know, here we are. But we'd made our way to the center of the big tub, to where we had found this particularly massive but well-groomed woolly mammoth with some pink ribbons tied around her tusks in a bow and a tuft on top of her head, working with a half-orc woman who's relatively large. Her hair back and some thick dreads across the top of her head, the sides shaven, standing about 6'6". She is not a small woman by any means. She saw the group of you coming in. Rather than do exactly what Mr. Dusklight had told her, which was to stop the group of you, she had a different matter she wanted settled. Zerg, the strongest man alive, and the Ashardalak, the strongest woman alive. If she's gonna join your circus, this particular matter here needs to be settled. So, ladies and gentlemen, as Zerg stepped into the opposite side of the center ring across from her, the rest of the party kind of gathering around on the outskirts, and Link in here again. We need this fight to be as even as possible. Squid has 4 villain points. Now, so does Zerg. 3 hero points to Zerg. Take this stack, good sir. We'll make this an even battle.
Yo.
But as they're squaring off, and you're gathering around the mammoth kind of off to in one of the side rings at a distance, kind of stamping around a little bit, trumpeting, Zerg probably wouldn't notice as, what are you doing as you step in the ring here, Zerg?
I'm pulling out one of my many bottles of oil that I've had stashed in my bandolier. And of course, limbering up, getting ready. Putting some of this just everywhere. Getting nice and greasy. So, we should establish some ground rules, eh? No eyes, no crotchal region.
Ashardalak.
More for me than you, I think.
She's almost kind of squatted down to the point where she's almost resting, sat down on her heels, legs fairly widespread, near a sumo position, kind of, with her fingers splayed on the ground rather than fisted. And as she looks up, fair enough. Anything else you want to set
I'm pulling out the microphone.
off limits? Any other fear weighing on your heart, monster man?
It's not fear. I already have my groin grabbed locked in these last few weeks. It's just a precaution. And no
Speaking of-
helping. Nobody's
speaking-
helping you or me.
Of precautions, for serious this time, TNT DMD in the chat, 3,000 of them pride bits for an unstoppable to Zerg. The ability to negate
Jeez
Thank you.
Louise.
a critical success. Ashardalak picks up one hand and just gestures, not so much pointing, but wide-handed out towards the far ring. Gigi will not interfere, so long as your friends don't. And she shoots a glance over to the group near the stands.
Well, duh.
Zerg, don't do it. Stay out of this.
I wasn't going to interfere at all. This is well, I was going to say, for the pride between men, but obviously, pride between orcs?
She looks formidable, Mr. Batsky. You should be wary of her.
But is that not the only fight we're fighting?
No, this is how we do in my tribe when there's two contenders for lead. They would fight, usually to the death. He's probably used to this.
It's orcish things you might not understand. It's okay.
So as
You're
you're
okay.
as you're discussing this over here, Ashardalak stands back up straight, more standard position, turns around towards the edge of the ring, and takes off the padded leather jerkin that she has on. So she just has a fairly simple, much lighter cloth, almost harness underneath, but completely freeing her torso. There's this simple shirt, stretching a bit as she turns back around. She points out at Zerg. Are you ready then? Are you oiled? Shiny enough to fight yet?
Hang on.
Wait.
Almost.
I've got something.
Almost.
Wait. I got one thing.
Hang on. Almost there. I missed the spot.
Zerg,
Right.
Hold on.
can I interest you in a pile of direct support? Arcadis. Balance!
More?
You say. Zerg has 5 times the guidance of morsel of women, giving you 5 guidances.
Holy shit.
It's a +1. Pop that
Jesus.
before you roll. Twice the assurance of strength with 2 more assurances on top of that. Zerg is strongest man. Lizard, you are to be watching this. Show us this woman's weakness in the open, and the GM must reveal her role. All right, hold on. So, let me math. 2 assurance, 5
So hang on.
guidances. That's what you had. That's the.
So that leaves me currently a session reroll, 4 hero points, 5 guidance, 3 assurance, 1 unstoppable.
That sounds right to me.
Believe that's
Or
where
2
you are.
assurances.
But Arcadis, we changed that slightly from what I shared in my Discord originally. That tip there is actually exactly 5 guidances and 2 assurances. I swapped assurance and the no secrets one. Zinder, when I shared that with the party, Zinder had a good point. That one's not as impactful. Assurance should probably be a higher tier. So in the back of this, Selwyn, Barkbeard, Arbus, if you notice a pair of things, whoever's looking whatever direction, kind of at once. Ara, as you made your way into the room, sat down on the bleachers and looked oddly drained, almost kind of exhausted. And as you look at him now, he looks almost completely limp and motionless, like you've seen him fall a few times before when he was particularly spent. Almost collapsing back to another mundane wooden doll there. All right, okay, this I'll give it to you.
Ara.
I'll give it to you. Zerg also taking no secrets as well. Pack this man. Pack this
Okay.
man. But as well,
Thank you.
you notice that you are not the only audience of this fight. As in the back, behind the purple curtains, separating this show floor from the backstage area, you see a little blue scaled snout
Oh, what now?
peering around a little curiously.
It seems we might have some company. Is that one of yours? I'll call out to the orc.
And just looks over to you and they're pointing at the curtain.
Mm.
So,
Who is that?
More importantly, does he want a job?
a job.
In here or no? I'll run over. Oh, hold up.
Just step
I'm
around
so-
from the curtain.
So, Matt, what exactly is coming out around the corner here?
So coming out around the corner is a 3'3" kobold with a broken horn, a very poorly tied chef's hat, precariously balanced between his neck and what you would assume might be shoulders, or it might just be more neck, carrying a backpack and a large sack that is just clinging with metal pots, pans, different cookware that he's just dragging alongside. A job, you say?
Right, yes. Have you performed in the circus before?
I haven't so much performed as I've been sitting in a box. Ashardalak, are you carrying around your bear again?
And I mean, you can see this enormous mammoth standing over here, kind of next to it. And she looks over. How do you are the cook lizard.
It's Cookie. I have a name.
All right, Cookie, pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Selwyn. Wait, no, I'm not necessarily asking you. Circus away with wonder. Sorry, previous occupation. You know, used to work here too. Figured out it sucks, and then went somewhere else. Looks like you want to do the same. Yeah.
You sure do talk really fast.
Yeah, sometimes depends.
Why are you here? What is happening? Can you not see we are doing a thing here?
Well, I'm doing a thing too. I'm leaving, and I'm going with, what's your name again?
Selwyn. You were Cookie?
Cookie. You can call me Cookie. Yeah, I'm leaving, and I'm taking my cookingware with me, and you can't stop me, so there.
Well, I mean, you could leave, but you could also stay and watch the title fight.
No, wait, they're about to fight?
Yeah, it's the title fight for the strongest alive.
You do know that she carries her bear around on her back, right?
It is clearly
I
a
don't think it's
mammoth.
bear.
It's most certainly a mammoth.
Well, have you ever seen? I don't know. I've never seen any other mammoths besides this one. This could be a strain of their. I don't know. He could have a point.
Gigi in the back just kind of toots.
Well, you know what? I'm not one to interrupt a performance, so yeah, I'm going with them, and I'm gonna watch the other green feller knock you flat on your butt, and so you can't carry your bear. Can we get away from the scary woman? I don't want to get punched.
No. She's also joining us. She's getting a job.
So I'm still gonna get punched.
After I prove
depends
who
on-
is strongest here.
Oh, it's one of them fights. Yeah, I want to watch this.
Right. I mean, plenty of room in the bleachers. I'm pulling out my little staff of voice amplification.
So
Now, I do believe there's some small matter here.
there is absolutely some small matter, and that's the TNT DMD is not done stacking Zerg Vatsky up here. We're gonna test drive this new system today, boys. Would you like to add 3 falters onto the pile of things?
Money Batsky.
Zerg is ready.
I don't have that, but that's the best I can do. I got the Twitch pair. That's all I got
Damn
going for me.
Oh wow.
Zerg, how stacked are you right now? Just out of raw curiosity.
In Zerg Batsky's meta arsenal contains 1 session reroll, 4 hero points, 5 guidance, 3 falter, 1 no secrets, 3 assurance, and 1 unstoppable.
I
Well,
feel like you
I have heard he.
solve the problem by creating another one.
Fully loaded.
I'm not a betting man, but were I to put money on this fight, I too have 5 villain points, so it's not totally skewed one direction versus the other. But you got some tools there, comrade. Go ahead, Zindun. Sorry to pull that away. I just wanted to get that before I forgot about it.
Yeah. So, well, was Ashardalak? Was that the name?
Yes.
Was that?
Was that
your
was
father
that a
dragon?
meta question, or were you asking her? Sorry.
No, that was an I'm asking in character.
Yes.
I can read the text.
Well, I forgot you could see her name. I'm smart.
Yeah. It's just I need to know. It's just like draconic heritage. Sounds like a dragon name.
It is a Belkzen name.
Doesn't matter. Don't know what it is.
It's kind of racist to just assume it's something else. You know I'm half-orc too. Batsky, what you think this is elven name? What's wrong with you?
Etymology.
it
was-
Batsky almost sounds like Numerian name to me.
Yeah, Fatsky.
This is not funny, Selwyn.
Sorry. Anyway,
Numerian lineage, yes.
right. Obviously, since you two are fighting, you need stage names. It's a title fight after all, right? I've already got one for Zerg, not to worry. What do I call you?
Ashardalak.
Well, it has to have some flair, some oomph.
You can call her the Bear Breaker.
Well, it's awesome Asha during performances.
All right.
It's pretty cool.
Asha
I like this.
That is pretty good.
It was a good one, I thought.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna go for, like Asha the Angry or something, but yeah, that's way better.
I do not hate that one, but I like mine more.
I
It
like
does
both. It's both good.
Seem pretty angry.
All right. I'm ready when you guys are. You know. And I'm activating a mic like 1, 2, testing. Is this thing on?
Oh no.
Zerg, fucking Batsky.
Yes.
Do you think you can hold another hero
Fucking is
point?
my middle name.
Do you think you can hold another hero point?
I can hold at least one more, yeah.
Because TNT DMD
Oh shit.
really clearly is in one side of the stands for this one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's good. Holy shit.
And,
Okay.
Asha kind of shakes her head. Oh, give me a moment. This nonsense, the cooking lizard. This is distraction. It was in zone. I was ready. And she kind of like hops a bit, sort of hyping herself up, squatting back down. Okay. All right. Zerg, Monster Man, Batsky. And she stands back up.
Awesome Ashardalak the Angry.
Make your move.
Let's go.
Get over here. This
Bam.
is better seating.
I get on the initiative table.
I was just gonna have. I'll use you as the marker. I was gonna have people who are not participating just on 0 initiative at the bottom, just kind of cohesively.
Wait, no, I need to go first, so I can call out the 2 fighters.
That doesn't require actions. You can do that. You can just do that
All
while
right,
I'm rolling.
Whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, new lizard cookie. GG. Audience. Do we have a show for you? In the left corner, spouting a glorious tutu sometimes, but not tonight, it's Asha the Awesome. In the other one, usually spouting a tutu. I know, not a tutu, but a chain skirt. Whatever, it's fine. We're all friends here. The Macho Monkey, also known as the Random Savage.
Yay!
Are you done?
I want to hear more names.
All right, that's Barkboop, that's Ara, and that's Arabus.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna slide 2 apples and an acorn over to Cookie.
Oh
Like-
no!
He's gonna get the first punch.
I still say she's gonna knock him out. But I'll take
Alright.
that apple.
Let the battle begin!
So she stands up and
And
takes.
I'll do like a ding ding ding.
just with your mouth, just ding ding
Yeah.
ding.
That's great. That's
She's-
great.
He stands up, but not all the way up, still keeping a stance that is very, very wide, almost low. Again, almost kind of sumo-like. As she raises both of her hands up, her arms outstretched around to the sides, like she was grasping the trunk of a great tree. Her hands not even in fists, but open and waiting. And just growls out, "Come then! Take the first blow. You'll need it." Zerg, who still has spider hands.
Oh, really? I forgot about that.
I only
Zerg
remember because I
is
have the
going
token thing
to-
on your token.
Zerg is going to hands up, ready for action, bone fist forward, take a step into swinging range. Right there. Okay, I was waiting for the. She's got an attack of opportunity and takes
Well,
a swing. No.
A step would, even if she did, like, a step never provokes reactions.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, that's like the point of a step. If you just move one square as an action, that never provokes
Ah.
anything.
Well, that's good then.
I thought we talked about that. My
and
bad. That's knowledge I probably should have shared with
we
you
did, but
earlier.
I've just forgotten probably. Zerg is going to go for a left punch to the gut with the bone fist forward, sort of a low left fist, and
Like
that
it.
would be
Zerg opening strong with his bash. It's the most powerful move.
29.
29. As you go to swing, this stance she has keeps you at a decent distance. That's actually just barely gonna catch her, but it is gonna hit.
It is going to hit.
It is gonna hit.
8 bludgeoning to the gut. Lowest roll I've ever rolled in my life.
Yeah, because you always roll 12s.
But it's a left one, so you know it's not all the force. It's just meant to nudge. You know,
It's like a tracer round. He's just feeling her out.
just getting a vibe for it.
Yeah.
All right.
I,
So wait,
I
damage.
smirk and take one of the apples back. I knew he'd get first hit. slide over 2 pieces of bacon. Be like, I really think he's going to go for a header next time.
Yeah, one action left, Zerg.
I still say that she's gonna put an armbar on him.
An immediate follow-up with a right to the other side. 24.
24, she kind of rolls with this first blow. Her arm's out. She's going to be able to, like, almost lever your arm out away so that strike has no real chance of landing. Party outside the ring.
Impressive combo, 1-2 from Cirque Batsky, the random savage himself. Bone Fist Bash Catcher can clean a job, but the other right lock stunner is other most powerful move. Clearly missing. Let's see what the awesome has in store for him. Pretty passive fight so far.
Couple of testing hits
are you
there.
alive? Just like poking arm.
He is not terribly responsive, no. But again, it's not the first time he's kind of flopped out of energy, really. So she takes both of these, deflecting the second one. She is going to kick out from one side, this wide stance, bringing her leg low, out, and around into Zerg's knees with a trip attempt. So this is versus your reflex DC, Mono.
Yes.
Gonna be coming in with a 39.
Ooh, a
Jesus.
39 against my
Your reflex DC.
Which is... Hang on. The number
plus
below
your-
plus 10.
Yeah.
That's like a super crazy crit.
That's almost a
And I just want
double
to make
crit.
sure
Yeah.
that I can't be... I want to make sure that I could be tripped, right? I mean, for a roll like that, I could be tripped. So.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely can be tripped. Yeah, even with your spider powers may
I'm
help you
down.
out some, but she is going to, with the power, surprising power, twisting her whole body into this kick, is going to lash your legs out from under you, which is going to knock you down with a hard enough fall. You're actually going to take 6 bludgeoning damage because it's a critical success. That's just what a trip does on a critical success.
Someone did it for me, thanks.
Yeah, I just did it without thinking. As you lay on the ground, she's just kind of over you. This is the strongest man alive. This is how you fight. And putting her foot back down with this wide stance, raises both of these arms still outstretched up, dropping them down one after the other. Leading with the back of her hand, almost just dropping the fists on you like boulders. The first...
Falter.
Okay, minus
Falter
one on
on
the
the
swing.
first.
Minus one on the swing.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So with a falter, you are prone, so it is still going to be against your flat-footed. 22.
No dice.
And
It
as
misses.
you,
I managed to roll out of the way of that.
as that first one misses, she follows up with the other fist coming down. Come on, roll 20. For an 18.
I roll out of that one as well. Back, and then back again.
And she is going to step around you away from the edge to a better position in the ring here. Keeping this stance as she just kind of rotates around. Get up! Show me what you can do! Zerg.
I guess I'll stand up. And okay.
As you go to stand, she balls her fist and just swings it down.
Ooh, cheap move.
Does have attack of opportunity. That's gonna come down for a 36.
Yeah, that's a. You know what? No, I don't want to use the unstoppable yet. I'll take it.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold it for now.
It's a crit. It's a crit.
And as you're kind of like the reaction from the audience, as you're like, all right, and you go to get up, blindsides you with this fist, cracking right on the side of your skull. She is gonna nail you for 34 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy sh!
Bonk.
See, I done told you, he's gonna be all greased up like he's gonna be a piece of bacon, and now she's gonna be a frying pan.
Barkbeard kind of looks down and slides 2 more bacon across.
Thank you.
I will stand up.
This
and
does
yell at-
knock you back down to the floor, disrupting your action.
Oh,
Ooh,
man. Oof.
I'm gonna grab it by the leg in an attempt to hold a leg.
All right.
25 on the grapple.
25 is actually just not gonna do it. As you get kind of a hold of her, but she pivots her whole body almost 90 degrees, just stepping with the leg you're grasping for back out of reach.
Then I'm going to,
You can,
instead
for
of grabbing,
reference-
I'm just gonna bash the leg.
Okay.
26.
26 will do it.
Where's my damage roll?
She's not as defensive right now. She's not taking you super seriously.
9 on the damage roll.
Yeah, well, a hit. Then she stumbles a bit as it catches her. Party outside the ring. Before you all, you get your shellcaster roll here. Wait, stand up, grab her, smack. Is that
I didn't stand up. I was still
You
prone.
didn't, but it still uses it disrupted it. The action's still gone.
Yeah.
But you just didn't get
Because you
to
tried
do
to
it,
stand up.
basically. Yeah, you tried to stand
right.
up.
I forgot.
And she knocked you
I
back
forgot
down.
that was the same turn.
Before you
You're
get into your shoutcasting, Selwyn, Barkbeard, as you're betting on this, you would kind of notice something very similar, very recognizable about the way that she fights. It's actually very similar to how you fight.
I did, yes. Yes, immediately those, the way she keeps her center of gravity so low, and she's basically rooted to the ground. I don't think, very interesting style.
Were those words? Because I'm pretty sure that she's just gonna mount him.
I'm holding back, Mr. Batsky.
Asha going for the kung fu kick for the ground goer. Zerg's knocked down, goes for the insult into the folio, flicks this, but Zerg used his most powerful move, the rolling rage. Zerg standing up but gets hit with the attack of the awesome, falling back down. He goes for the gorilla grapple, his most powerful move, but is shunned down by his sheer strength with the awesome. Then again hits her with the knee cruncher, his other most powerful move.
Asha
Pretty good.
steps back towards the edge of the ring, kind of recentering her stance, getting back as she was when this started. There is no monster man here. They have sang songs of your act and your strength, and this is it. Get up, Zerg. Fucking love the showcasting, by the way, isn't it?
Muted. And so I will.
You fucking...
Alright. Stand up. Hang on, let me double check if I can do this. Step back. And prepare. Almost grounding myself where I am.
Okay.
Get a little defensive on this, you know.
Party.
Don't sit there and stare at him. Knock him down and mount him.
Zerg, you're supposed to be hitting her. What is this laying about doing?
It's all because he's greased up like a fish. He's just kind of flopping around out there like.
It's more accurate than I would like to imagine. Zerg, go for the head! Go for the head! And if not the head, any other part of her body is also fine.
Well, another insinuating insult from the awesome. Zerg is using confused look, his most common and most powerful move, and stands up. He steps back and prepares. Something I've never seen from him? Could this be another most powerful move coming from the monkey man?
Yes.
Keeping her stance together. Her legs still spread, her arms still kind of up and out. There's this barrier between herself and you. She's gonna grit her teeth and roar out, "Ah! Fine then! We'll be done with this!" And lunges forward. As she closes...
Would a lunge possibly put me in a position of attack of opportunity?
It does not. If they move... You don't get it if they move up to you. It's if they move out of a square you can reach. So, you need reach.
Yeah.
That's the same as she can't do it to you if you move it to her either. But she comes up, and as she does, pivoting on one foot, almost spinning around, lashing out with her left arm, putting the whole momentum of her body rotating behind it to strike.
Falter.
With a falter. Take one off that. 4. A 28.
Yeah, it'll still do it though.
And as that connects, and you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. She continues around with this spin, finishing with her other arm in the air before again dropping it down onto your shoulder, backhanded, knuckles first. For a 22.
That won't do it. Zerg will nudge his shoulder out of the way to allow that to fall in front of him.
And these pair of blows that she lashes out, coming out like a flurry, one right after the other, is a quick 1-2 blast. Zerg?
And while she's flurrying around with her hand, Zerg is gonna go for a double fist straight to the fucking sternum. No messing around. And can I put a guidance on that?
Absolutely. +1.
$26.
A 26. She keeps her arms out as she finishes these strikes. Even as you go to reach, her arm is already back in its defensive position, shunting it around to the side so it just barely catches her harmlessly. 26 actually not going to do it through a defensive stance.
With that not working, my hands are already out front. I'm going to go for a grapple. That's minus
Minus
5.
5.
Session reroll.
We take
Fuck's
those.
sake.
God damn it. Zerg, you have everything going for you. But,
The
not
dice,
gonna
they
do
hate
it.
me.
They do seem to hate you. Slapping away the punch and then stopping you from being able to get in close enough to really get a hold of her. She took off this leather jerkin, so there's not much to grab. There's just large orc woman.
Surprise Zergy headbutt. 24.
Ooh, almost working on a surprise Ziggy headbutt. But just again, this distance she keeps with this stance. You just having difficulty getting in on it. Team!
Cookie reaches down into and pulls out what looks like sort of a bit of stale bread and slaps it on top of the food that Barkbeard and Cookie have been bedding between each other. I already told you. Now what's going to happen is she's going to punch him square in the face, and that purty nose of his is going to get flat, and he's going to really look like a fish.
I think I'll change my tactic. I really don't think she's gonna go for the head. I feel like she's gonna go probably for, I don't know, maybe his chest. I feel like she's just gonna go for a power blow and probably knock him down again, is what I'm feeling.
Man, that would be great if she does knock him down. Mount him!
Asha charges the monkey man, namesake of which is still nowhere to be seen, comes in with a stone cold stutter right in the random savage's face. Into the bitch slap backhand. Zerg's used to these by Ilva, taking that right in the chin. Zerg goes in for the discombobulating dropship, his most powerful move, a near miss of which I'm surprised the arena is still even standing. Goes in for another gorilla grapple, his other most powerful move, but is nowhere near the speed of light displayed here, folks.
The discombobulating dropship. All right. Asha, as you reach out trying to grab at her, and she keeps this at a safe distance, almost intertwines her arm like a vine around yours, trying to, well, do much the opposite of what you're going for, trying to take this opportunity as you're kind of overreaching to grab hold of you. So versus your fort DC, comrade. Grabbing at you with... Oop.
Yep.
You wanted...
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you
No,
wanted
I
to...
was just double checking what my fort DC was.
Okay. With a 29.
Fuck off. Yeah, that'll do it.
Is it exactly 29? It is exactly 29.
It's 28. It's 28.
Is it? I thought you had night. Oh, it's because it's fort right
so.
now. It's not athletics DC. I was thinking athletics DC for some reason. So she'll grab you, and then as she's got a hold, again, pivot to one side, almost leaning into this arm that she's got held, and kicking back again into your knees, trying to trip you as well. So versus your fort DC. With a reflex DC, sorry, with a
Reflex, yeah.
22.
Yep, that'll do it. By one again. Two times the falter would have come in handy.
So she grabs you, kicks out your legs, and you kind of fall, lose your balance, knocks you down to dirt. She's still got a hold of your arm, kind of holding it up, twisting it painfully. Plants her feet back again wide, putting her other arm down, sort of almost over you. Give up! You can't beat me! Zerg.
Fuck me.
You're grabbed and prone.
Zerg grabbed and
Go
prone.
for it.
Grabbed
Come
and prone.
on.
She grabbed you and she tripped you.
Jesus fucking Christ. CQC.
There you
You've
go.
been playing a lot of Metal Gear. It's basically
Yeah.
what's happening right now. That was pretty much just a solid snake takedown.
There's like a 2-action move that I'm going to attempt. First part is to remove the grab. Second part is to get up.
Yep.
So I want to try and first thing I'm going to do is try and get out of the grab.
Okay.
There's all one fluid action, but 2 rolls, right?
Yeah, it's either athletics
So,
or an unarmed
what's that,
strike to get out.
athletics?
It's athletics or a strike, whichever's better.
26.
26, and getting out of grabs versus her athletics DC.
Get out of the grab.
26 is not going to do it.
Who is this woman?
Really.
Even though I'm grabbed, I'm still going to attempt to stand up. Is
Okay.
that possible?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
you can still kind of pull yourself up as that second action. And though it looks like she could strike you, she doesn't. She lets you get up, but she's still got a hold of you.
Athletics?
No, you can just stand up. Like
Just stand up.
she's
Okay.
she's not like pinning you. She's just kind of got your arm, so you can still struggle and get up without any kind of a roll. Just takes the action.
And while she's grabbed me, I guess I will attempt an equal grab on her, so we're just holding each other.
I dig it.
37.
So, trying to get out of the grab as the attack
minus-
trait. So it's a 32, and a
minus
32
5.
is absolutely still going to succeed. So, you're going for the clinch. Zerg's going in for the clinch. Party.
Well, This is not. I don't know if I have that much food left. I'm gonna get out an ear of corn. Well, I guess. I really feel like he's gonna come back from this. I think he's gonna go for a reverse trip. That's his next move.
There ain't no chance that he's gonna be able to do anything. And Cookie reaches in and lays down like a fat strip of beef jerky that he's managed to find on top of it and pat the pile. See, I told you she's gonna pull out her secret move. Twist his dick!
I'm leaning over at Aura, and I'm still like leaning and watching the fight. I don't understand why he just won't get mad and go monkey on her already. Is he holding back for her?
What is this, Dragon Ball Z?
The awesome mountain hold coming out from Asha. Her most powerful move follows up with a bam, slam, jam, monkey man right back on the floor. Tries to break the grapple. Asha refraining from slapping him. Rare mercy here in the ring. Goes back for the gorilla grab. It's like seeing a hug in real time, except really violent.
So, as you got a hold of her, her first go is going to be to try to break out of your grapple. Trying to just simply force away from you with her own athletics. Trying to lever your arm out to make you lose your grip. This is versus your athletics DC with a 37.
The DC is just the circular number next to the athletics button plus 10?
Plus 10, yeah.
Yeah, she got out.
The defeat.
Nothing is over.
Not critically got out, I guess.
Yeah.
She just got out.
But so as she pulls out of it, she is then going to attempt to continue her grab on you. Try and maintain that with an 18 versus your 4 DC.
That's a critical fail.
Okay. So you get a choice. As she tries to grab onto you, she kind of overextends here. You can either re-grab her for free or knock her down as part of her critical failure.
Knock it down.
All right, you knock her down to the ground.
As she attempts to, so she breaks out of my grab, attempts to re-grab me, slap the hands out of the way, and push her down to the ground.
And she just kind of lands, losing her stance for a minute, falling over. She wipes her brow for a minute, turns, and goes to almost kind of spring herself up with her free arm. That provokes.
Yeah, goddamn right it does. I'm gonna kick her in the head.
Who is this?
You're in the fucking temple.
28 for a
28 will do it. They'll kick her in the fucking
Thank
head.
fuck for that. 10.
All right, so you get a solid
10
kick
damage.
on her. She takes 10 damage. She does get back up. Zerg.
Here comes the flurry. Left hook. 24.
24, she's kind of standing trying to get her balance. She doesn't have quite as much of a defensive posture as she normally does. And a 24 is just barely, that's close, but she's going to be able to keep away from that one.
Keep the aggression going. Right fist. Hero point. Right fist. There it is.
Ooh! Ooh!
Baby! Get up!
Hero point to a nat 20. Obviously, that's going to do it.
As she is getting up, the left comes in, but she sort of stumbles and avoids that, but she bowls right into the oncoming bone fist of Batsky.
Ooh.
Which is 22. Bludgeoning bone fist to the face.
Yeah, a solid hit there. That largely almost evening this fight out.
And once again, this would be minus 10, wouldn't it?
It will be minus 10 on your attack 3. Well, it'll be minus 8 because you're... Or if you're going to grapple or trip, it's minus 10. If you're swinging, it's minus 8.
I like those odds. No, I don't.
Never tell them the odds.
Party.
I'm shaking Ara's lifeless body. Come on, Mr. Batsky!
Your buddy there, it's a lucky shot. It doesn't mean anything. He's probably so greasy he's like sliding around and slipping and be a frying pan, Ashardalak. Push him down. Mount him.
Archer breaks free with a bond breaker, tries to keep hold of the random savage, but a small moment of weakness opens up. Goes right down on the ground. Comes up and is greeted by the falling foot, the monkey man's most powerful move. That goes in for the Furious Florian, the final feint into the the flashy finisher. Nails her right in the head.
So she gets up kind of reeling from this punch. Her feet slide in the dirt and the sand here in the center ring for a moment as she kind of reels a bit. As she comes back up, bit of blood coming out from busted lip, where you kind of punched it right into her lower fang she's got there and split it open. She looks up with a smirk. Ah, there is something in you! And almost trying to beat you back, surges up, swinging out with both arms, like lashing whips from one side and then the other.
Falter.
For the falter, -1. This first blow is gonna be a... I'm gonna villain point it. Because I also have 2 villain points from TNT DMD. So I'm gonna use one of those. For 23!
No dice. I'm starting to learn your tricks, bitch. Zerg's tucking and weaving through the little flippy floppy hands.
And the second hand coming in for a 27.
I'm not getting that good though. All right, yeah, that one got me.
So get you with the second one. Is forceful on consecutive attacks or hits?
Yes.
It's attacks.
It doesn't need to be hits.
Doesn't have to be hits, so she will get forceful on this. I just realized she has that. So as you dip the first one, the second one's gonna catch you for 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And she's gonna, again, pivot, rotating with that, taking the opportunity to keep her distance, keep her guard up, and step backwards, putting a bit of distance back towards the center of the ring, and keeping her arms out back this original kind of defensive stance. Zerg.
And there's a reason she backed off, because that slap, that was enough. That was enough to do it. That was enough to piss Zerg off. Just enough for his hair to grow. Ooh. His fur to escape from his skin in a giant apish howl escaping his body as Zerg the monster man becomes the monster. And I'm raging, motherfucker. I'm angry. I'm pissed. Let's go.
And her eyes widen a little bit as she sees you kind of lose it and transform, and she twists her feet into the dirt and the sand a little to recenter her posture as well as she can. And you are going to get a resupply from TNT DMD with 3 more falters. The care package.
Thank you. I'm mad. Are we going? Are we doing this? Is it my turn? Can I go?
It's your turn. It's your turn.
Can I hurt it?
It's
I
your
want to
turn.
hurt it.
It's your turn.
Big monkey step forward and an ape fist just to the general area of her torso. There's no aiming here. It's a swing for 27.
27? As she readies, lowers, and really digs in, and you come through centered. Just barely. The stance alone still gives her just enough leeway to pivot with this and just take a glancing hit. 27 does not hit her in her defensive posture. But TNT is also
Smash Bros
refunding the 1 hero point that you've spent, so you're back up to 5.
You know, in Smash, where Donkey Kong does that weird spinny move?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. With the back of the other hand in a continuous motion,
The
use my own
Kong-copter.
momentum, which I'm going to use a hero point for. Fuck off. Oh, no. Thanks, TNT. Sorry.
So stepping forward, a pair of swings as the monkey comes out, party. I'm just scooting her a little bit so you can see her health bar.
Yes, quite. And I'll bring out 3 more acorns and a squash, like a really funky, like wart-looking
Where are
squash.
you keeping all of this?
There's a
This
fucking
is
tree
rough.
falling in some hollow part of her.
Exactly. I'm gonna slide them across. Now we have a fight. Okay, what was it you were saying? Something about losing all of your stuff. Ah, yes. Please put it in the pot.
And Kuki reaches into the bag and pulls out a very small wedge of cheese and slaps it on top angrily. Now, you didn't say nothing about your monkey man being able to actually turn into a monkey.
Nobody tells all their secrets. You just came into this fight ill-prepared. I'm gonna be eyeing his cheese.
Asha going in for the hellish haymaker, a villainous move indeed. Not enough as Zerg goes for the dumb luck duck and weave, his most powerful move. On the job on a follow-up. Putting distance to the monkey man as he uses the macho monkey megamorph, his ultimate most powerful move. The true monkey man, random savage, comes out and goes in for the monkey masher, his most powerful move. Full in the face of this onslaught. Incredible display of athleticism.
Oh, fucking fantastic.
And as she kind of spins and pivots with this, your tactics kind of replaced by just raw strength and barely able to keep herself. She slowly shuffles a little bit, just keeping her feet planted, never actually raising them to take any steps, almost just sliding them one after the other to just get a little bit more distance out of the range of these just spinning massive monkey fists. And as you pass by with your first hand and the backhand coming through, she waits, and as you spin back around to face her, drops both fists together down right across your exposed chest.
Alter.
Falter. I didn't
you,
even
TNT.
type the full attack modifier because I was pretty sure I was getting a falter. For a 35.
I'm gonna negate the crit with my unstoppable.
Unstoppable Zerg for a regular hit.
He just chests it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you know, Shenmue, you have a good point. I think if you're going to use an assurance or an unstoppable, you're taking the spotlight for a minute and telling me what happens. That you're not getting destroyed.
So, my failed spin attack that did not work, a flurry of air and hair and fist whizzes past her as she attempts this attack on my now freshly exposed torso. I'm a little bit dizzy because I've just done a big old spin and I'm 300 pounds and huge.
And as she...
But as the push comes in, it hits. I take a step back, but I'm still here. I'm in it.
It's going to catch you for
I felt
10
it.
bludgeoning damage on a regular success. And then these two fists almost striking as one. Second attack roll going to be 26.
Yeah, that'll hit as well.
So this combined assault, 10 on the first one, then the second one, a 19. A full powered strike coming down on Zerg, the random savage, the monster man. With a powerful enough blow to stumble you a little bit. And she steps forward, not kicking out this time, but just pivoting and putting her leg down between, almost wrapped around yours, as she pushes down her further, trying to leverage these blows to take you down to the ground in a trip attempt. Reflex DC. Third attack, though.
Ready for it. Yeah.
18.
Everything. Just making sure that
I'm almost
not
positive
fucking
that's
this
not
up.
going to succeed. But is it if it critically
How much was it?
fails?
How much was the roll?
An 18 to your reflex DC.
Yeah, it got me. I got a 21.
18 is
wait.
lower than 21.
No. It is, yeah, you're right. So she didn't do it.
She didn't do it.
Dang.
She got two. She doesn't
The first
have
number was
quite-
11, so I was like, what?
Oh yeah, because you look at the active value, and even though you added 10 mentally, you're like 11's lower than 18. It's the attack roll was low enough that it put your brain in the wrong mindset. So she even tries to lever down and push. You just have too much raw brute strength, and she's not willing to overextend enough to force you down with it. So she pulls back with minimal space now, pulling back up her arms to try and keep this distance in this defensive posture. Zerg.
Defensive posture can't do much against pure strength. 31 on the
It cannot,
right
no.
monkey fist.
That'll absolutely connect.
With a 30 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh!
There it is.
That was more
Hulk
damage than both
smash.
of her hits combined. Massive blow.
And what better to follow up a bone-crushing monkey fist than a second bone-crushing monkey fist for 30 damage.
Catches her
30 to
again.
hit.
30 hit.
30 to hit
Gets her again.
with a 16 damage on the other side.
Oh man.
So taking
Oh,
two
this is close.
big old gorilla fists. You're right. Raw strength. She can't deflect. She can't do this anymore. You just battered through, and she is on the ropes here.
With a guidance, double hand monkey fist down to the top of her head.
You madman.
21.
21's not gonna do it.
Hero point.
You madman.
Did I get that in? Did I get that in? Oh, fuck.
Ah, man.
Imagine if it worked though.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
It would have been an absolutely beautiful moment. Party.
Cookie reaches down and he pulls out what looks like a half-eaten biscuit, and he quickly brushes off the bite marks and sets it on top of the pile right there on the cheese and just squares off looking at Barkbeard. Looks like your monkey's running out of lantern fuel. No banana's gonna
Alright.
stop him from the next attack.
Looks like you're running out of good things to bet with, and I'll take out the next, a really small baby carrot, and I'll bite half of it off, and then place it down, and then wipe off the dirt on the side of it.
Hey, now I put down half a biscuit. That's got to be worth at least another half carrot.
You've got a point. I dig in my bag. This is not a carrot, but it'll work as I place down a little thing of celery, like limp celery, like old and floppy.
That's green. It counts. It'll work. Now, would you just hurry up and mount him?
Asha goes for the crushing counter critical clash, but the Macho Man is too powerful and angry to even feel it. Second fist connecting cleanly, goes for the knockdown, didn't fail critically, so don't get to mention the song, sadly. Macho Man going in for the Jurassic Jab, his most powerful move. I'm surprised he's still part of the timeline. They're following up with the super duper slammer stunner, but in a brief moment of clarity, Asha gets out of the way. I can feel the shockwave from here, folks.
Ash now totally in a state of focus, but clearly a little bit less than all there. Blood running down, sweat pouring out, stumbling from these massive para hits, just barely able to get out of the way of this double-fisted blow. As it comes down, surges forward, kicking up now with one leg, almost like half cartwheeling up under your arms as they come down to just try and topple you as you're pushing forward with so much of your weight. A opening with a trip. Go down, you stupid monkey. Oh, he's a villain point. I got one from the fucking cat. It's what Dusklight would want. 29 to your reflex DC. You're muted, but I'm pretty sure it succeeds.
Was that with the falter?
Oh, I didn't hear you say you had a falter, so it'd be a 28 then. Because you were muted, so I didn't hear it.
Oh, reflex DC?
Reflex DC.
Yeah, no, it still does.
If you want to keep that falter, because I didn't even mute it, I didn't hear you say it, and it was reflex DC.
I will, thank you.
So, as you lean forward and smash this, as she reaches out and kicks up your center of gravity forward overextended and topples you over sideways. So she is now almost up above you as you roll over onto your back on the ground, still mid-roll, takes advantage immediately to smash down twice, dropping these fists once more directly to your face. You're on the ground, like, looking up at her upside down as she flips you, turns over, and drops 2 of them. She's going for the mountain cookie. It's happening. Falter. So Falter, their second attack would be here. You are flat-footed. With a Falter, gonna be a 25.
Yeah, just
Catches you with
just
one
catches me.
for 19 bludgeoning to the face. And the second fist, this is attack 3. Modifier's looking real sad. $21 versus you raging flat-footed?
What do I lose on AC for flat-footed?
Flat-footed's -2 and your
to
raging's -1, so it should be 3 lower than your normal.
And what was the roll?
21.
No fucking dice.
Oh no!
What is it, 22? Damn it!
22.
Shit.
And then, as she drops one of these crashing across your face, the other barely missing, she then, for once, steps one leg and then the other over your still outstretched fists, putting some space, but does not have an action to keep her defensive guard. But you are prone and a square away from her. Zerg.
On my monkey fists, stand back up.
So we'll tell you, if you want to be an
Charge forward.
absolute crazy madman, you can move 5 feet while you're prone, but you will stay prone, of course.
Oh, really?
But you can only move 5 feet. And while you're prone, you do have a -2 to your attacks, as well as your AC. So, because it'd be 2 actions to stand up and move up, or 1 to just scoot over and stay on the ground and go nuts. I didn't think you knew that, so I'm just giving you your options here.
I didn't know that. Still prone. On my monkey fists. It looks like Zerg's about to get up. And he barrels forward, still prone. And from a low, because she's got a low stance,
Got a
that's
pretty
low
low
enough
stance
for a
there.
big fist to the torso.
And she does not have her guard up right now, but you have a -2 to attack.
How's a 28?
Oh! 28 will do it!
Oh! 21 bludgeoning to the. Oh! I'm sweaty. I'm actually like sweating in person.
You see that? On her token there?
No. No.
What does that health pool say,
She's
Mono?
still standing.
That would
No,
be.
that was before
let
the
me
21.
She's not.
I haven't
Oh,
moved
that's
yet.
Let me just have a little look here. Let me just have a little squiz here. That looks like a 20. My good friend Squiddish. And it would appear that a Zerg fakes her out with this standing up move, barrels across the ground with his little 8 legs pushing him along, lunging forward with a charging monkey strike to the torso. She ain't looking so good. She wasn't expecting it.
Like, honest to God, I don't want to, but that's actually beautiful fight storytelling. I don't know if you even realize you did it. Like, she was guarding low the whole fucking fight. The second she thinks you're going high, you hit her low and she goes down.
And as
Awesome.
Putting her
you
on her
connect,
ass, knocking her just out of the ring.
knocking her just back as she stumbles and starts to lose her stance here. The stars, as she starts to go down. One last. Oh, not today! Monkey man! And with orc ferocity,
Oh shit!
is instead wounded, but not out.
That's so bad.
Oh!
You have one action left, Monkey Man.
From the ground. With one action left, and I've already used my attack. This is the second attack, regardless of what I do. I'm gonna trip her over. 34.
So it's -2 because you're down.
Leg
So
sweep.
-5 because your second attack. So -7. The 27, which is
-7.
absolutely gonna
27
succeed.
on the trip.
Yeah, it's absolutely gonna succeed, and bring her down next to you. Party.
I'm not losing my
What's
cheese.
happening here?
I ain't losing my cheese. You better put something else on this pile right now. That cheese is really good.
All right, and I'm actually going to, you'll see Barkbeard reach and push in one of his eyes and reach into his head and pull out a little tiny red mushroom with little purple spots on it. I don't know if you know what this is, but as a chef, you might find it valuable. And I'll put it on the pile.
Okay. Now would you mount him for the love of Caden Kalian?
The awesome attack comes in for the karate kick, knocking him right the fuck down on the ground. This monkey business is certainly getting out of hand. Goes for the facial finisher, random savage catching it right in the face, but the raging roller wins once more. Almost in a daze, the awesome steps back. Zerg comes in for the crazy crawl, his most powerful efficient move. Into the furious final flashy finisher, his most powerful move. That's it, that's the match, folks. Get in there, wait a second, he's still standing. What a crazy turn of events.
I love it.
On the ground, next to you, as you're both now. This has solidly gone to the ground. Asha is going to go in. She's going to roll over one of your arms, attempting to hold it down to the ground away from her. And a grapple. She moves to take the top position here. -2. She's on the ground. There's your fort DC.
Falter, I was muted.
Falter -3 because she's on the ground and faltered. Is she not out of freaking falters yet?
That was my last one.
With a 29 with the falter.
By 1, that went through.
So she's gonna grab
Against
you.
my fort DC?
Against your fort DC. She's gonna grab you. And still, both of you on the ground. You're literally too big for her to traditionally mount. But over one arm, keeping it down, trying to grab a hold and keep it down with one, raises the other, just hammering down 2 blows up towards your face. All right, second attack and prone. I mean, you're both prone, so for the easy of the bookkeeping, I'm just not gonna add the prone, and you just don't add flat-footed because it's a wash anyway. It's -2 all around. Villain point. The last one I got from TNT DMD for that 3 on the die. 28.
Yep. That hits.
Hits for maximum damage from this position. 20 points of bludgeoning damage. And the second fist. Second fist. Oh, this modifier is really sad looking.
Falter! Falter!
What did you get?
It falters!
Did you get? And the fell. 3 more falters and 2 more hero points. Faltered.
DNT, I love you.
Then that's a 14.
Not today. The second one doesn't hit. In fact, that's a crit fail.
Crit fail on attack. That
Crit
doesn't do
fail.
anything unless you have something that triggers off of your crit failing
Okay.
an attack. I got 1 action left.
I don't think so.
I'm fucking going for it. She's got 1 action left. Swing it again. Can't flurry again. Can only flurry once. So I got 1 swing.
Can I falter this one too?
You sure can.
I'm going to.
Okay. Oh, this modifier is real sad. Come on.
This way you use the forced open roll.
I know that's 1 off your prone raging DC because we had it already.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
God,
it is.
Zerg.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Oh man.
That
So
with
with
the
Zerg
falter? Did that
has
falter
this-
make
No,
a
you couldn't.
difference?
Or oh, that was with the falter.
That was the falter made the difference.
Yeah, because I had the. Yeah, because I just put 1 lower on the modifier. The falter made it miss.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Zerg.
Zerg, the monkey man, Batsky's got this orc crawling all over him, trying to get a grip, trying to move. And just a slap onto her. Because she's trying to grab his arm, right?
She is grabbing you. You're prone and grabbed. Like she's like
Oh, right.
trying. She's got you like half mounted right now. You're just literally too big for her to get all the way on.
Oh, well then I am going to use my own weight to sort of roll an elbow into her neck. So it's a swinging attack. -2 because I'm prone.
-2, but
but
she's
we're not doing that
also
'cause she's
prone,
prone as
so
well.
we can just have that be a wash. I put it in that last one because I had the math on it, but
Yeah.
yeah, just it's a wash. It's -2 both ways.
Oh.
Hero point.
no.
0 point.
30.
30 hits. And as she whew.
Girthy.
Zerg is done being crawled on and mounted. Zerg is done being grabbed. With her on the arm, grappling. Zerg rolls and pins her down by the neck with his arm. What do you call that bit? And is holding her down. Through a monkey ape howl. Are you done?
As
Ooh,
you-
moment of clarity.
Flip her here. She does not immediately seem to be aware enough to respond anymore.
Right? Do I get to close it out?
Go for it,
Close
Zindern.
The toddler tossed down on the ground between the awesome and the random savage. Archer comes in with the monk master moves, catches him on the monkey restrainer, goes in for the consecutive normal punches, her most powerful and villainous move. One right in the face of the monster himself, second fist going in for the last samurai showdown. It's not enough. It's never enough. The monkey is unstoppable. She cannot catch him. Monkey coming in with the people's elbow, his most powerful move. That's it. That's finally the match. She's down. And I start doing the ring, ring, ring.
Cookie will pull out two pans from his cookware and go clang, clang, clang.
Aramis, you're gonna need to stabilize her right the fuck now.
I'm too busy cheering.
No.
Start running.
And
Zerg's ape form recedes, still holding, as the fur comes back into the green skin, holding tight. Well,
I'm so mad at the falter. I didn't even like. I swear to God, I'll screenshot it. The falter actually made the last swing miss.
Crazy.
I have 7 health left. 7.
So as she stabilized, you kind of wake her up on the ground there. She kind of looks around. Takes her a moment to even realize what's even actually happened here. Just Zerg on top for the end of the ring. Ugh. You got lucky. Ugh. But it was a good fight.
Zerg's gonna stand up and pull a hand down. It was very good fight. Thank you so much. I have not fought like that since I was boy.
And she'll take that as you pull her up. Oh. Fine then. As I said. You are strongest man alive, Zerg. But I am no man.
Of course, this was coming.
What would a circus performing strongest man alive be without the strongest woman by his side to put on good show for the people? What you think, huh? Strongest orcs in the world.
She points over to Selwyn. I do not remember your name, small one. But you will have this act.
You guys are going to put on this fight for the circus?
Awesome.
I love it.
I'd be onto something here.
I do not know we can have fight this hard every show. We use show every night. We maybe not do this every night, but
We find other things to do. I could not do this.
Is this your tooth or his? I don't know which one.
That's probably mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I've had enough of this menagerie and the ridiculous cat that runs it. This
Yeah, fuck that cat.
monster man. Whew. We were meant to have this. I'm like actually literally dizzy from
I'm sweating and
gassed.
I'm actually out of breath.
I'm actually gassed in real life. Are you guys okay with taking our midstream break a little early?
No, let's do
I am legitimately dizzy right now. Oh man, I wasn't breathing for the last half of that. Holy shit. What a god. That was everything that was more than I could possibly have dreamed it could be. It would have been difficult for me to fudge rolls to put it that good. Oh man. Woo. With that
Awesome.
With that, Chet, I'm gonna fucking stand up for a moment. Holy shit. Feel free to stretch your legs, refill your beverages and your fucking popcorn. Chat, we're gonna be back in a couple of minutes there. God, I'm gonna have a challenge tomorrow editing together a highlight. I don't even know what the hell I can do with that. You got fucking carried by Chat, Mono.
I did, I so did. I'm not even gonna pretend like I didn't.
You got fucking carried. I'll see you next Sunday.
For the rematch at the Susu.
Yeah, I really want to go back and see the look that I don't know what I looked like, but when you were about to hit and TNT dropped that falter, and I was muted. Falter!
We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Chat, don't go far. This is only the beginning of today's show. We'll be back. We got some highlights to entertain you while we're gone, but man, literally none of them are gonna stand up to the actual just live show we just did. Holy shit. BRB, everybody. and bring us back. We get some music in here. Get my Sirenscape back on. Get the mammoth toots in the background. Welcome back, everybody. Holy crap. That was... It's all downhill from here, folks. We peaked. Well, welcome to the show, Matt. Hope you're enjoying the fiesta here. Ooh.
It is truly a circus.
And as we come back in, now party, Dusklight needs some love too, right? Let's get you back up, Mr. GM.
I'm ready. I'm ready to forgive her.
Wormy Joe
Yeah.
giving me an unstoppable. I will take
What?
that. Thank you, comrade. I will take that. One crit cancellation.
No lie. As you said that, there was a crash of thunder outside. I'm not even joking. 100%. I just heard the Stormlord is displeased.
I sense a disturbance in the natural order. So, as we left off here in the big talk, at the big top, Ashardalak, more than happy to join your team. Zerg helps her up out of the dirt here. Oh. So, the fucking cat.
Yes.
She makes it sound as if the group of you aren't come as show competition, but you come to kill her. She is afraid.
Partially true.
Well, in that, I have no hand. She pays me. I have enough honor. She goes to hit her chest again, but just instead kind of gingerly touches it with her fist. I have enough honor. Will not raise hand against my employer, even for a new employer. And I will not risk Gigi or her safety in any way.
Very understandable, of course.
But if this is how you fight Monster Man, I say you have pretty good odds. So, what do you know?
No.
What do you know?
A lot of things. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Selwyn knows a lot of things.
Yeah, I learned Socratic recently. Well, not recently. A couple of years ago.
I can tell you some things perhaps that may help you. The Heavenly Gallery. You, I know, I recognize several of you from before. You, points to Aramis, you did with Chial in the glen with the animals. And you helped the were-rat in the midway, small gnome.
Does I?
Notably, you would not know of a were-rat offhand.
No, but I can surmise.
But it would not be a terrible stretch. You would certainly know that Kep, for his religious reasons, as a devout worshipper of Desna, of all things, always took off the night of the full moon and the day after. Kind of seemed like bullshit to you, and that, honestly makes more sense than what he told you.
Yeah.
She has turned this heavenly gallery into a gauntlet, a protection of sorts. Even during the evening shows, she only lets patrons into the first two chambers now. They are in line like hallway. And she hides like a coward at the end of them. With her... Just seems like she's thinking for a word. She just kind of
Disciples.
points up. Huh. Could be called. No, like a godchild from above.
From above.
Godchild, you say? As I'm here sweeping armfuls of things off of the bench and putting the mushroom out back behind my eye.
Can I roll a thievery to try and snatch that from him?
No, very protective.
You can
here.
absolutely make
you
a
could totally,
thievery
yeah.
against Barkbeard's perception to at least snipe some of it back.
I'm just going strictly for the mushroom.
He wants the mushroom.
Just wants the mushroom.
You do in fact get the mushroom.
Without Barkbeard noticing, Cookie
I'll
would
be
kinda
examining the
snipe
cheese.
that.
I pick up. I'm like, oh, what nice cheese you got here. As I put it in the bag, as you slowly get the mushroom away, I'm like, ha ha ha.
I hope you choke on that cheese.
As Ashardalak continues, her godchild toy that she has for now.
That don't.
Interesting series of words you just said, and I'm sure we'll figure out what they mean when we get there. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Heh. Well, small gnome probably does. Nor you. As she nods to Arubis. This cat, for all of her show and all of her cruelty, she does somehow have a way with folk. It is how she keeps shows so popular. It is how she takes hold of whatever man she pleases. But now is godchild.
Oh, very odd.
Some witchy magic shit, surely, but she is not alone. Oh. I also know that your whatever you call Menagerie of Wonders or some
Wayward
shit.
Wonders. Circus of Wayward Wonders.
I would be careful with what you've done here. Dusklight certainly has the city guard on her payroll. She has some number of them taking a sizable amount of coin to look the other way with, well, her disappearances or what have you. She's taken some workers, some of the roustabouts into town and returned without them numerous times in the past weeks. I know she has someone at least decently high up in the town guard taking coin from her. I don't know a name, but he's really... I'm not good at this describing. He's very plain looking. Kinda shorter, blonde hair. Tanned
Oh.
from his time in the sun. You haven't been here long, but he's hers. As much as the godchild, if not more. But Zerg, just gonna clasp your shoulder. What a damn fight!
Yes, this was more fun than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be not so good. But you surprised me. It's very good fight. Not so hard on the shoulder. Hold on.
I didn't.
You did good.
I didn't expect much at first. seemed weak like a child, but took you a minute to get going, surely. You're holding back on me.
Yes, I was a little slow today, yes. I had to get a feel for your style, this law business. I like this. I stand up very strong, but it makes my law section very easy to hit. You did good. I could learn a thing from you.
That is point of stance. You stay low. Hard to move, hard to knock down. Gives good angle for attack. Oh, well, I'm having a hard time thinking about it. There is wheel out front. Do not go near wheel.
Oh, yeah.
I learned this hard way. Hey, check this out. And I'll, like, sort of put my hand, like, on her arm and be like, feel this?
I felt that when you tried to grab me. Thought it was strange. You know, seen then. This wheel,
Yes,
most of the time is prize wheel. People pay money, spin wheel, get stupid shitty prize. But it is some magical witch thing. There is a switch hidden behind the Dusklight knows. Turns it into a wheel of magic. And, well, the goat man likes it.
I don't understand this.
It is not all bad things. And if you ask Goat Man, he will tell you it's worth risk. It is not.
Question. Does Goat Man like being locked in a cage?
I don't think anyone likes.
Is
to be
this
locked in a
joke
cage,
question of trick?
Partially. Well, he's in the cage now.
Stupid fucking goat. I hate him.
Same Z's.
He has his animals and he treats them
Not
cruelly.
anymore.
This is good. He does not deserve them. He does not understand what it means to bond with an animal as a partner like Gigi. She does not just
That's
listen.
what I was trying to tell
She
him.
trusts
Yes.
me. And she would clap, Gigi, Doda! And the mammoth would kind of just stomp its way over up behind Zerg and kind of reach between Zerg and Arbus with this huge furry trunk up to her that she would just grab and put around her shoulders. Like a massive feathered boa.
Beautiful
Gigi
creature
understands.
This is good. The good mammoth.
I like mumble to myself.
Is there a backstage a strong person place here where we could get a little drink and have a little rest? I'm feeling a little tender after our scuffle. I think you are as well.
There is space backstage. We have some supplies. I don't know much that will help you. What do you plan to do then? And she kind of shrugs off Gigi's trunk and starts to walk through the ring towards the curtain back here. Just motions down with her hand. Tota! Towards Gigi. And she just kind of tamps around the dirt but stays put.
I'll follow along.
And Ara, and it stands here, is still just kind of there. I assume Arabis, you could pick him up with no real difficulty. He doesn't weigh literally
Talk him in the bag of
anything.
holding.
I
Not
love carrying him.
Put him in the bag of holding. But so if you move towards the back, is not how you say question of rhetoric. What is your plan? You go through heavenly galleries. You fight Dusklight's beasts and traps, and you fight her.
Yeah, pretty summarized it well. Yeah, about right. I'm gonna be honest, Asha. Can we call her Asha? I did a lot during the fight. You didn't seem to mind. This whole, I guess, circus is, accurate and also true. It's not one you can make complex plans with.
or any, for that matter. What about you, tiny cooking lizard? You stay with them, yes?
Well, it's if they're gonna help me out of here, cause they've got a point, or you got a point. Trying to make a plan. I still don't know how I got in here. How did I get in here?
What?
I like your hat.
You like my hat?
I like
Very
that.
nice.
It's the true mark of a chef. Any person who knows how to cook properly, they get a chef's hat. And I took mine back.
Oh.
And I try Fury to take his hat.
I will
It is
stab
literally
you.
tied to his head, so unless you have the thing that lets you take a closely guarded object, I'm going to say that one's a no.
Damn it.
But
I
sh-
really appreciate the help you give me, little cooking lizard, when you're shouting out, "Pound win! Pound win!" I really appreciate this. Instead of mount him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was shouting to you.
I
no.
was sure you were saying mountain.
I'm not. Stop it.
That hat does that not belong to head chef Orange Cat Lady? I not bother remembering name.
Tyra. Yep, it's hers. Well, it's
Tyra,
mine.
that's it.
Mine now.
You stole
Time for those in the back. What was her name?
She's the head chef, and her name's Tyra. She's one of them cat folk like Dusklight, and Cookie's like slowly like losing, like he's had this kind of bravado coming and seeing the group, and now he's like slowly losing confidence the more he talks about them. Yeah,
Why? Is he good at cooking?
I'm the best one that cooks here you can ever ask for.
No, I'm asking if she's good at it. It's not anything with you. It's just if she's really bad, it would be really funny because when she makes some food, you could call it diarrhea. You know?
Ah, like diarrhea. I like her.
Oh, that's a good joke. I like that one. No,
Where
she's
was the joke? I did not hear a joke at all, Selwyn.
You know what? Look in the mirror, you'll find one for sure. I'm still angry at you for healing that fucking goat.
You just kill people all the time, Selwyn.
I don't kill people all the time. It's usually Zerg.
Okay, it's usually Mr. Batsky, but this time we do not kill him. Okay?
We really should have. Mind control magic is a big no-go.
Tyra will be pissed. This pleases me. I hate her too.
Oh! Tyria, I get it. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Here.
All right, just needs to last at the conga line to get that joke. It'll be a couple of weeks probably, but
And
we'll
she
get there.
will, as she comes around, she's got a pair of bottles in her hand. This is what we have left. Emergency supply, in case some show goes wrong, and is act Dusklight cares to profit from.
Well,
It's for her money, not for...
I'm
care
gonna
of.
just take those. We have an excellent medic among us, you know. We
She
have
just
Gray right
kind
here.
of holds him up, because you're very small.
Yike.
Up above where she could certainly reach higher than you. This is for Zerg. He fought
Can I
well.
acrobatics off her body and then go for it?
If you want to make me an acrobatics check versus her reflex DC, I'll let you do it.
Yes. I will session reroll. This is so cool to pass up.
Oh my god.
34.
34 will critically succeed, so absolutely.
I'll do a backflip during it.
And as you kind of kip off her there and take these two potions, her face immediately darkens as she turns down to look to you, raises her arms up, balled into fists.
Look, I was saying he would waste it in a heartbeat, and we have a really, really, really good medic right here.
Well, I'm a little bit more than just a medic, Selwyn. I'm a healer. I consider myself a Valatu. It's a lot of things that I am.
Right, okay, but...
Medic.
okay, fair enough. Hypothetically speaking, let me ask you the question. Are you a really, really good medic?
Wait. Kitchen lizard. Why are you naked?
What do you mean naked? I'm not naked. I'm wearing what I'm supposed to be wearing.
He's
My
wearing a
hat.
hat.
Are all of...
You.
She just kind of
Kobolds wear
looks,
clothes?
like, glances sort of up and down to you and to the bottom half of you and back up. And I mean, your kobolds does not say anything there.
I'm gonna speak to Cookie and Draconic. Not know if I'm being racist, but do you guys wear clothes?
Hold up. Why, yes, as a matter of fact, we do wear clothes. It's just that I haven't had a chance to put any clothes on.
Oh, I was so hoping there was something like that. What a victory for us all. Well,
It is so good that you speak the tongue of my people. I am refreshing rather than being yelled at in Taldane. So, what, do you have clothes or boots or something?
Ashardalak kind of pushes behind his curtain to one of these sort of roped off back areas here. You can hear her rooting around some stuff. Yeah, I have something. I had an assistant in my act once. A small child, but fully grown, a half thing. They were weak. I got rid of them. But I have their outfit. And she reaches down and pulls out a kind of pale pink painted, very simple leather garb that's a single chest piece with what you could, in good faith, reasonably argue is a kilt and not a dress, with a couple of straps that held it on relatively securely. It's not for kitchen lizards, but it's same general size. And she just kind of tosses it to you.
Catch it. Is this pink?
She just kind of points at Gigi through the gap, who's still standing where she stood with the pink ribbons on her tusks. What do you
I've
think
never
I
been
wear
so-
when we're showing?
I've never been so happy having pink clothes. And he just slowly starts putting it on.
If you
All
fight with these new friends here, that will help you. The half thing was very small. I was afraid for not purpose, but accidental step of Gigi. I would be fine. I simply lift foot, but half thing may die instantly, and I would not want my fault.
That
So
makes sense.
it's enchanted. And you have some +1 leather armor, good sir.
oh, Pog.
Thank you.
Which is going to
Don't
be...
say what your guys' obsession is with wearing clothes. You know, it really is a lot easier just not to have any clothes
You-
on at all.
All right, I'll take those braces of armor then.
Well, I did like these actually. I don't think I'll give them to you. These ones, since you gave to me, they have sentimental reasons.
Do they? Because they awfully resemble those clothes you don't care about.
Well, no, but they're from you. I would wear any clothes you gave me, Selwyn.
I'll take one of those skirts and hand it to him.
I don't know. Well, let's see here. Do I put it through this side? I think you may have to help me, Selwyn. Maybe tie around the front a little bit. Just if you could help me, let this finicky latch rail here. You should help. Here, Selwyn. Why don't you help out?
There. I'll put his skirt on.
Oh my god.
Oh, perfect. Yes, just a little to the left. Yes, a little to the right. No. Okay, I think it's getting stuck on this branch over here. I don't know when that branch appeared, actually. It's,
Holy
So as they're working to get dressed here, Aramis, that would leave you, Asha, and Zerg, if you want to. Who Asha and Zerg both look dramatically injured from their incredibly evenly matched fight, if you wanted to start working to heal them up.
I didn't want to intrude on such mighty competitors, but there's a lot of blood and probably a lot of injuries. If you wouldn't mind, I fix you guys up.
Really, not a bandage.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. If you will kindly sit down over here, we can.
She nods to Zerg. Ah, I see why you brought her. She carries the bandages.
Yes.
He has
Very
She
good.
is your caddy.
Yeah. Yes, pretty much, but don't say this. Tender ego.
Mr. Batsky
What? I didn't say nothing.
in the Stormborn. More than just put the bandages on.
Or like Storm Boring, am I right? I'll elbow Zerg.
I like the small one. And I usually hate small ones.
Please
They are
don't
weak
step
and
on me.
generally useless.
Generally, yes. These ones are good, though. It took me some time to warm up, but they're pretty good. You get used to them.
So, as you sit down, it's going to take you nearly till noon, with the pretty good extent of the amount of the shit that Asha and Zerg kicked out of each other.
Yeah.
You have to bandage up here.
A lot of work.
It's gonna be a few sequential medicine checks there. But with time, as you all sat here, getting Cookie dressed up in his fancy new armor, you would be able to restore not just Ashardalak and Zerg, but also Barkbeard's a little hurt. You could as well easily touch up the rest of your party as well. And then around noon, when the inside of the tent is starting to get its warmest, as it gets pretty much all the heat of the sun, the tarp and canvas, enough to provide shade, but not much more than that, and certainly enough to stop the wind and the breeze from blowing through. It's the reason they do their shows at sundown. You would all be together, healed up to full. Ashardalak's no longer wounded too, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Well then. I will gather things. I do not wish to risk Gigi. I think if I take her out the front to the gates to leave, it will be clear to the cat and all loyal to her what has happened.
Well, you stay here until we kill the cat then. Simple.
That is cowardice.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's very few people from here to the front as it is now. They're dramatically less than there were when we first arrived.
I did stab a goat a lot of times.
We could
And those bouncers out front are...
I did also
God.
stab those a lot of times.
And she'll just start walking towards
Oh,
the
maybe.
front of the tent, back towards the bleachers and out to go take a look. Down here to the southwestern side. And she'll throw open this side of the tent to look out and see. I assume I'll just go ahead and group nugget grab everybody else. Just take the liberty of assuming that we're all probably coming along.
Yep, of
Doesn't
course.
seem like there's a ton
Definitely.
left to do here.
No, there's really nothing in here.
Yeah, she looks out across the grounds. Perhaps. I hear nothing but the wind.
What does it say to you?
The wind doesn't speak to normal people, Gray.
It does if you listen.
Okay,
Very true.
give me a moment.
Zerg, your blows are so mighty, they knock the sense from those nearby.
Oh, this is just them normally.
For all the people I don't want to hear that from, you're at least in the top 10.
I do not want to hide. I do not want to risk Gigi, and getting her out of this tent through the bleachers is, well, and she kind of gestures to the much smaller than Gigi-sized gap between the bleachers. An
Well, I
effort,
mean,
to be sure.
Just wait. Is patience cowardice?
Fine. As she just
Wow, so
pushes past everybody and walks out towards the middle of the bleachers and looks out across the rings again. I'll wait here until you have dealt with what you wish. There are
But how
others.
big are the bleachers?
Just kind of looks up. There, as you look around, there each set of bleachers is about like 25 feet across, 25 feet back, and probably goes about 20 feet up as well. Pretty massive wooden structures here.
You can lift a mammoth. Zerg is stronger than you, and I am also not
This is
inconsequential.
also a permanent tent, so they're not just sat on the ground. Like they are
I could
staked
just
and
slide
set
them.
with foundations into the ground. Yeah,
Oh,
this
okay.
isn't like your
If
traveling
only
tent.
Ara were here, we could just burn them down. But I guess we will try something. Oh, well, yes,
Ah.
patience is good.
There is a point though with these bleachers. You give me a idea. Here, and she points out to a platform that's high up above the ground. There are several trapezes and bits of rope and rigging hanging up above for some of the various acts. A platform is hanging not far back over the center ring, about 40 feet up above the ground, with no easy means of access. And mounted on it is what appears to be a spotlight, like a standard glass-fronted big metal spotlight. And as she points up to that spotlight up there above center ring, that is witch magic of some kind. Although it is interesting, it is good, it is useful.
Yoke.
It has permanence. Roustabouts swing light around, and wherever beam passes, light stays, even when the spotlight has moved.
Ooh. Sweet.
Some acts, horned man, devil man with green jacket, he uses magic to make this witch darkness, and this spotlight cuts only a single beam through it for his smoke.
Oh, that does sound rather interesting.
Can we have it, Selwyn?
Have it? Yes. Take it right now? No. We'll take it when the cat's dead. Right?
It's back. I am not best climber.
This is
Circus.
okay. I am.
She looks over to you.
Oh no.
You are. Just third steps a little bit closer. Are you not? She just looks really confused, like kind of.
I am
gestures
Monkey
and-
Man. I'm not just strong. I climb and sticky fingers.
Sticky or racial stereotypes.
What was that, Selwyn?
Nothing.
Oh. The monkey man. That is right. I was, well, skeptical of your heritage.
He's not just the title. He's a monkey for real.
Back in Belkzen, there are not many who climb. I have never
had to
seen
learn
a
this.
green skin who is good with heights.
It was a bit of learning process. At first, I did not like the heights, but you get used to this. It's just a lot of practice. Lot of little step, look down, little step, look down, You do this slowly till you're about at least
What are you doing with the What is that?
Scary! It's scary
He
getting up
swallows
on
this
steps.
fear, obviously. Well, your
Is that what
friend,
that was?
she is good healer, but very simple.
Yes, I understand this.
Just swallow you.
But you are impressive, Zergbetsky.
I say the same to you. We all have skills that we can use. They seem slowheads, but they did not. They have their own skills that they use for other things. Things perhaps not so useful, but they're good at this.
There are some backstage still, those who have stayed. The cat told everyone to leave outside of show hours, aside who was strictly necessary or who she trusted to defend from, well, you. She is very afraid. But this, these behind, they are children. They are weak. They are no concern. There is Juggle Man in back who refuses to leave. He is very scared since he met you in Abertown.
I remember this. You all remember this. Tell me you remember this.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember this.
He tells story of you stealing clothes, making naked.
True. Oh, that was a good day.
Yes, big child.
I
like
hate
this.
him.
What a fucking dumbass. Imagine being naked.
I do not know others are back there beside him and Fishman in Hole.
Fishman in Hole.
In Hole. Dusklight has Hole, which she puts people who do not obey. Fishman is in Hole. He tried to escape.
All right, we should
Sounds
save
like
the
a
Fishman.
new friend.
Yeah, sounds like a new job.
Well, if you are taking kitchen lizards, I suppose fishmen could be useful too.
We
Hey,
take everyone.
And she just moving back out towards the center ring here over towards Gigi. Points you back towards the northeastern side of the tent. Well, Hole is that way. You can go check. I do not care.
I'm going to get the light. I'll be right back.
That's Zerg.
oh,
Give me a climb check.
Is that athletics?
That's athletics, yeah.
Okay.
Fucking course.
What does he like to...
Spider-Man.
What a goddamn champion.
Oh yeah, does he? Oh, he doesn't have a climb speed anymore.
Where the fuck was that during the fight?
That's fair.
Fucking bullshit.
Well, I mean,
Sticky fingers. Between my sticky fingers and natural climbing ability.
with a couple hours
Let's
of
not watch
the
this.
treatment, your sticky fingers would have receded. You don't have the
Oh, true.
the climbing.
No
It
more
lasted
sticky
1
fingers.
hour. So unfortunately, that's gone. But clearly, you don't need it.
I think they're still there. These
You don't
sticky
even
fingers feel
realize.
good.
Just makes his way up this big supporting beam for the tent with no difficulty, around through the rigging and the ropes up top into this central platform above, where he's able to unhook this pretty large spotlight. I mean, it's a good 3 or so feet around, and while it's got a big handle on each side, it's relatively hefty. It's 3 bulk, to put it into perspective, which is no real difficulty for Zerg the Monster Man Betsky, as just as easily as he went up with a crit success, you could easily climb back down, hauling just one hand this enormous spotlight. Now, he's
Well,
gonna
doesn't
roll it.
Zerg
just for
also
the-
have combat climber?
Yeah, I can hold onto one thing and climb. And
Yeah, so
also
you're
attack while climbing.
perfectly built for exactly this situation.
Wow.
So he brings this thing back down. It's definitely far too large to fit in a bag of holding.
Well, we can grab it on the way out, I suppose.
Yeah, we should.
I'll just leave it on the ground for now.
Mhm.
And if the group you want to head out to where you had been directed to the naughty hole back here in the corner, what are you all doing as you move to head to the backstage area behind the tent? Selwyn, you sneaky?
I would like to. Yeah, at this point, yeah. I figure it's time for the sneak.
I figure I'm going to start using these icons to mark people's exploration mode activities because that's way easier. How about you, Barkbeard?
I'll peel off the section of bark on up and just start holding it out in front of me.
All right, Arvis.
Keeping an eye open for ambushes of the such.
Yeah, keeping a very close eye. How about you, Zerg?
Zerg's feeling a little bit cocky after everything that's just gone down after the fight and effortlessly scaling the whole tent. He's feeling a little bit chuffed, so he's just reveling in his own presence right now, not really paying attention to his surroundings.
He's having a great time. How about you, Cookie?
Pull out the chopping knife and have like his other hand. He's just gonna kind of shake loose. So basically, like defensively walking in case they do get jumped.
Okay. So focusing kind of on like looking for danger, looking for
Looking for danger.
Particular?
Looking for danger.
Okie dokie. So as a group of you move up and make your way out into this yard behind the tent here, you would arrive at a fairly large area with wagons, rings, and plenty of space for a variety of both show and work animals, though it all is largely abandoned right now. It looks like nearly everything's been moved out. As the group of you come out, you would see to your left an old friend from Aberdeen
No.
sitting down the back of the wagon. Already
Hey,
kind of
buddy.
peering your direction. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? I heard
How's
Asha and the
my-
mammoth and then silence. I just assumed you'd been stomped into bloody smears.
No, we offered him a job. Wait, you didn't hear the shoutcasting. There's no way. I had a microphone.
Is that what that was?
It was art.
I thought this was some new insane advertisement of Dusklights. That was surprisingly loud. It's like I heard it inside my head. Why are you here?
We're gonna kill Dusklight. Duh. Hello?
Of course. All right, fine.
So, did you get your clothes back?
Well, you gave me my clothes.
All right. Sorry. I
Threw them
get
at
lost in
me
the-
as I ran, as I recall, very clearly.
To be fair, you did stick a circus bot after us.
The thing
feel like-
barely even worked.
But the intention was there. You threw those fucking pins at me.
Yeah, so I bounced a couple of bowling pins off your head. What?
Uh-huh. So I stole a couple of clothes off you. What?
You made me run naked through your entire showground. Into town!
It was pretty funny.
Fuck you! No. Just,
You know, out of common courtesy, do you want a job?
you... Surely this is a joke.
Most of the things here have been, but no, I mean, if you were willing to resent your ways,
It's not a joke.
no, I mean, anyone welcome as long as
You-
you're ready to repent.
You...
What?
What is it? Just roused about. We set up and break down.
Right? You could juggle, rust about, do whatever.
You want me to go back to your circus. Every man, woman, and child in your employ has seen me running with nothing but the breeze between my legs.
Right, so it can't get any worse.
I mean, they are taking me from the kitchens, so you're gonna have good food if you come with us.
He kind of looks over to Cookie. Are you serious? Are you actually? This is serious.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, look at me. I'm wearing Tyre's hat.
Is that not the outfit from Asha's old halfling assistant?
It is, and you know what? It is comfortable.
Are you a... Sorry. This is my fault, really. I assumed.
A mistake.
know you-
truly.
Look. This is... You understand this is duress. This is duress that I'm under. You're here to kill the woman paying me and putting me out of a job, and offer
Well,
me
you
this.
don't have to say yes. It's just an offer.
But also say no and step aside, and we could just walk on by.
Well, I'm not going to stop you. What are you, ridiculous?
Well,
that's
then
probably a
good.
good
It was
idea.
Then
nice
you're
seeing
I
you.
couldn't stop the group of you with a barely functioning robot from the high ground. I came back here assuming that even if Dusklight was right, certainly you wouldn't bother coming all the way back behind the big top for... I don't even know what... Can't even begin to imagine what reason.
Well, we'll be back in a little bit after we deal with her, and I mean, if you've made your decision by then, you can let us know.
Just leave me be. Please.
Right? Your choice. Now, where's the fish?
You would see to your right, the other direction as you come out of the tent. There's pretty clearly a heavy metal grate set into what appears to be a very squat, almost well, with a couple of steps leading up to the rim of it. About 7-8 feet across, not too far away from you.
I bet that looks like a hole.
You bet it looks like a hole. It doesn't look like a hole.
I bet it does.
What do you want to bet? I'm good at this game.
I'm not betting any more cheese because your darn tree likes to go over there and it's your
Oh, I actually thought of a great thing. Zerg, do you have a gambling problem?
Ah.
He's
not here at the moment.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
just-
I mean, if Zerg has a gambling problem, right, we can call him Zerg Betsky.
that is the stupidest thing I have ever heard.
That doesn't seem right. I've heard you talk.
Well, you know what then? Fine. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to see if there's a fish in it. And Cookie's just going to walk right on over.
And so as you approach it here, looking down into the depths of this, it appears to drop
There's
down
a naked man.
about
Oh, no.
15 feet. There is a mostly naked man who just has very simple green shorts matching his bright green, fairly short hair with even bright green, very long eyebrows to match. His skin adorned across his arms, shoulders, his sides, and his back with what appear to be somewhat thick, almost offset fish scales, is set down, leaning against the wall of the pit. His skin clearly dry and cracked in several places, and you're not even sure he's conscious or even alive for that matter.
Yeah, it's a hole, so if anybody bet any cheese, I get it. And he's going to call down, hey, fish buddy, are you alive?
He would just kind of very slowly roll his head back and look up to all you as you gather around the edge of the pit. There's very shallow, labored breathing, and nothing further.
Would some water do him good? Do you think like I could use like a skin of water or something?
Well, he might be able to hold a rope. Maybe we could tie a rope around him and leg him out.
Well, I mean, he's got to be able to grab it first. I mean, anybody got like a water skin or something? I don't think I got something in a pan.
Can I
do
tell
have-
from here if he is wounded or injured or medically how damaged is this guy?
Alive.
How alive is
It would be relatively difficult to tell from this distance. So give me a medicine check. I'm gonna give you like a -4 because you're looking down a 15-foot pit.
Okay. Hey, that's a nat 1.
He
For a
looks
19.
to, he's like he is at least responsive, and to some extent. So he's alive, but that's about all you can really tell from here.
You know what? I'm going to use me a water skin. Hang on. And the sack that's full of cookware, just go head diving in. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I got one of these in here. That's a spatula. That's a fork. That's also a fork. Why'd I grab so many forks? Oh, hang on.
I need to grab
And-
so many forks.
Forks are important for eating, and that's the second best part of cooking. And pull out like just a water skin, like, hey buddy, catch, and just drop it down in the hole.
As you kind of drop it down, and it just plops to the what appears to be stone bottom of this pit. He doesn't flinch or react or really even immediately move at all. He slowly rolls his head down to look at the water skin and reaches out toward it. Just kind of grasping at the cap before he just knocks the cap of it off, and the water, as it's set on its side, just starts to trickle out onto the ground. As it does, he spreads the fingers of his hand wide. You can see there's a bit of webbing between them. It's kind of over the end of the water skin. And the water, as it trickles onto the floor, starts to actually just float upward until the water starts coming faster than a trickle, like a stream, as if the water skin was being squeezed. The water skin even shrinking in response as it pours out, coalescing around his hand and up his a bit of his arm before the water skin runs out of liquid. And he just looks back up again.
That was
You get down there, buddy?
More, please.
Well, there's gotta be. I mean, they're keeping animals around here. There's gotta be a source of water or something.
Hang on a second, I'm gonna go find a big bucket. And I'm just gonna try and look around for any kind of water source or bucket or barrel or anything.
So, as you or... oh, yeah, you're the only one who's looking, because Arbus is kind of thinking right now. As you look around the campground, you can see that there are pretty big stacks of barrels and crates back in several of these pens. While the crates may have a bunch of tack and food and other supplies, at least some of the barrels are almost certainly water. Serving so many animals here in a world where they don't just have a hose they can hook up to the spigot, the water barrels are kept pretty close to the animal pens just because it's the most obvious way to do it, really. You'd pretty easily be able to grab one and roll it over towards the oubliette.
Oh, I got me a water barrel. I'm gonna feed a fish. I'm gonna make him talk and sing, and he's gonna be my friend. I got a water barrel.
That is not at all where I thought I was going.
I did hear a rhyme, but it didn't end up coming out. So, anyways, I can help you lift that over the side here.
So this the barrel is obvious in its entirety is way too big to fit through the grate here, but not terribly difficult.
Just
if
pull
you
off
want
the lid
to
and go
knock the top off of it and just let the deluge of water pour forth. And so as you do, knocking off the cap of this and just pouring what appears to be about a half a barrel of water down this pit, it splashes down. He's still holding this water around his forearm and around his hand and almost up to it's spreading thinner up around to his shoulder now. This pours down and puts about 2-3 inches of water across the bottom of this oubliette. Splashing across him, he still doesn't really react too much. But as you pour it, he puts both of his hands out, holds them wide, and pulls the water from the other side of the oubliette over towards and around him. So it, defying physics, washes up like a wave against the side of the cell where he is, submerging him completely. And as it covers him, as it covers his body and his neck, you see the gills on the side of his neck open up as his eyes flare wide. And he reaches out with his hands again, spreading them, and pulling this water like dough. Spreading it across the oubliette until not covering several inches, it's covering a foot and 2 feet. And he works it and just multiplies it until near the whole of the oubliette is completely flooded, all the way up to the grate as he works this water. And as he does, the cracks in his skin very rapidly seem to soften and fade as he's submerged here. And he pulls himself up, and rather than standing, pushes up with 1 foot, gliding through the water up towards now all the way to the grate itself. Oh. Thank you. Oh.
That there is one of the coolest things I've ever seen anybody do with water next to pouring it in a pan. Do you want a job? Oh, wait, Selwyn's supposed to ask you that. Hey, Selwyn, you should ask him.
Yeah, do you want a job?
Job. You're not performers of the Menagerie? You look...
No, Zerg of the Wayward Wonders. Not Wardenbred, but...
We are performers, though.
There
Some of us.
is another. If you'll take me from these accursed grounds, gladly, I'll serve you as my saviors in any capacity I can.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, is this thing locked, or is Monkey Man gonna have to like bend the bars?
As he motions down towards where the steps lead to, there is a latch. And I know that Dusklight and her alone, the Amuran that runs this show, she has the key. Please. I am Dynan. Who do I name my saviors?
Alright, that's Zerg. I'm Selwyn. That's Cookie. That's Gray. Arbus. And that's
point
the
around
sexual
the-
harassment person.
The group here. You are a strange sort indeed. Please. He turns down and he doesn't even seem to really be like kicking his feet or anything so much as just hovering by sheer will in this water. He reaches down with a hand and your water skin Cookie stands up on end and starts to float upward towards the surface, expanding as it does as it refills with the water. As he pushes it up until it floats and bobs upright on the surface towards the bars. Him still motioning with his hand as if he were holding it.
Just reach and take it real quick. Well, ain't that nice?
How can you control this water like this? It's quite impressive.
To be true, even I am not wholly sure. It is a gift that I have had from my birth, rare even among my people, adept towards magic as we may be.
Huh. Perhaps gifted by the Storm Lord, the wind and the waves.
You would certainly not be the first of many. Even among... I am sorry. He kind of falters a bit, and as he does, he starts to sink back down this. And even below the water, his voice still carries through it as clearly as if he were above the surface. He focuses and shakes his head and pulls himself back up. Even among Hazarkati, not the first with such a suggestion. I don't know to which divine or power I owe this, but it has served me to perform, and in little other capacity, truly. I owe it my life, but now, too, do I owe you. Please, if you've any way to free me from this cell she's kept me in. I tried to run for the wet house, but didn't make it to the docks. Her men, brutes, caught me. There were guards right nearby. I called to them, but they ignored me.
We will free you.
How do we get this thing open?
So, I think you
open.
kind of listed the two possible options. You can try to Superman Hulk it, or Selwyn could try to pick it, or, well, Seems Dusklight may have the key.
I mean, we do have a Hulk.
We do have a Hulk.
Mr. Batsky, could you help our friend here? I know it's a lot to ask, and this is quite a lot, but maybe you could free him from his cage.
I could try and leverage on the other side to give you a little bit more leeway there.
Yes. You lift it, I pull it. It's easy.
You,
All right, so
you might want to
wanna-
give him some room, bud.
You want to aid him, Barkbeard?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so why you roll me first? That's a flat DC 20, which originally... There you go, that succeeds. I will take this because we're all still, even 6 months into this, learning Pathfinder as we go. At first, I house ruled that it was not DC 20 flat for an aid because I thought that was stupid because then you get to the point where you automatically succeed. But I actually had a conversation with a YouTube commenter that taught me something and was beneficial, which is probably, I'm one of like, I think 3 people on Earth who can say that. There is a reason that it's not a scaling DC. And the point is that so at any point, like it's an aid, anybody stands at least a reasonable chance of helping the main person who's trying to do it. Even if you're not necessarily good at that and you're not all but guaranteeing critical failure. So if it was a scaling DC, like why would you try if it wasn't something you were already very invested in? You're basically guaranteed to critically fail. I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Apparently, it was a scaling DC in the playtest, and for that reason, it got changed in the full release to a flat check so that, you know, you are encouraged to attempt to help out if you can. So that'll succeed. Zerg, getting a +2 to your athletics check.
33.
And with a 33,
Of course.
with a massive wrenching heave, you would wholly rip this iron grate free from its stone holding up on its hinges, just blasting it from the relatively light stone set around it, clearly not in any way intended to be Zerg proof. And as you destroy the lock, just yanking this thing open, Dynan quickly takes the opportunity to clamber up out of the pit as he can. And as he does, he trails a hand behind him and pulls a globe of water about the size of a basketball out with his hand that he then moves to just kind of encapsulate his head and neck as you see his gills still flaring and breathing in the water. That is impressive. I
Good team.
cannot believe the raw strength you possess.
Nothing.
Well, for the millionth time today, he would briefly ask who you are and why are you here. And you would give the 85th Menagerie member the spiel about who you are and why you are here. Or would nod.
Killed a cat, and yeah, pretty much.
I would believe that I am not a vengeful person at heart, but this cause, this one time, is something I can believe in. If you will take me, please, I've nowhere else to go. I've known no life but this one.
It would be our honor.
And he
to
does
welcome
look
you
to
our
be
ranks.
relatively young. He looks like he's a teenager. He doesn't even really look like he's a fully grown adult. He nods his head. I, Dynan, will serve you in the capacity that I can. But, true, I don't know much of what that means or where even to go. You mean to take up arms against this Amurun in a worthy show of vengeance. And I suppose, as he gestures down to the oubliette, once a prison, now the best comfort I have, perhaps. Shall I simply await your return?
Since we've been told that all these here guards might have been paid off by the kitty cat, I think it would be a good idea for you to get to that wet house or dock or wherever you can be that you can hide and be safe. And Miss Selwyn here, I'm sure that once she knocks a few teeth loose out of the scared kitty cat, then we'll come get you.
The wet house is far.
I think he means the ocean.
No,
And he couldn't get there.
the wet house. It is an embassy of my people and the docks of your city. I know of it. I tried to make my way there before I was struck down. I didn't make the run once. And I don't fancy my chances a second time.
Yes, we'll be back through and we can
We
help
could
this
wait.
out.
We could wait with the mammoth.
As he stands here before you now, you can see that these what look like scales across his body, they're not actually scales, they're just tattoos. And up on the surface, his eyes, they're almost elven. His iris and his pupil near together as one vibrant splash of purple. In stark contrast to the green of his hair and his shorts and even the dull green tint of his tattoos. He nods. Very well. I am not so helpless, the joke she made, a fish out of water. But I'd been in that prison for days. I don't know how much longer I would have made it. He reaches up with a hand, pulls the water off his head, and casts it down into the pool. Wish me to wait here in this tent where we perform.
Yeah, that seems like a good plan, yes.
Very well, then. And he would nod. Again, truly believe I owe you my life, all of you of this new circus. I wasn't aware there was a second, but it's a Rodin's will that you found me when you did. And team, action team. Get what you get. If you guessed a brand new act for your circus in the form of the amazing Aquakineticist.
Aquakineticist, yeah.
You are correct. Dynan will gladly come along to join your show here in what capacity he has, because he's pretty good at things. Now, is anybody an expert in society?
Me, I think.
Selwyn, you would be the only one without any kind of a check who would probably recognize what he is. Just because I imagine you spent a decent enough time on the Isle of Arran. You probably at least have heard of the White House.
Do you want me to make the check?
Oh, you're only trained?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
I'm
you said you
expert
were-
religion. I thought I was.
Yeah, you could make me a check.
I'm expert.
29, yeah, you definitely would know. While he may at first appear to be a sea elf or something similar, he doesn't have pointed ears. They're rounded, and his features largely are very human. This is Azarketi, a gillman. They are amphibious near humans who are widely believed to be the last direct descendants of the lost Aslanti people. Hence the stark purple eyes present in every one of his race. And as he will go, just kind of hang out in the tent with Team Waiting Team, as he is not a
Waiting team.
Pegasus who can just, fly away to his showgrounds. He will be perfectly fine spending some hours there without any difficulty. It doesn't look to you like there's really anything left backstage that could be of particular interest unless you truly wish to harass Jellicoe, Elder, and Findlesworth further. So, I will pull us all down. Oops, that was the wrong monitor. I will pull us all down to the exit of this tent here. On the far side of the spinning wheel of not fun times, as I assume you probably don't want to walk past that again.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, where do we proceed?
Well, I
seem
think
like
it's
there's
time
a
to go
whole
for the final,
Yes, seems so.
the spooky.
Go ahead,
spooky.
go ahead and arrange yourselves as you prepare to head in to the Heavenly Gallery. You've been told about this. You've been warned. You know it's a trap. But it's one that you really have no real choice but to trigger.
Oh, bang, bang, bang. Let's pull that devil trigger.
I hate you so much. You walk up to this building, about 20 feet tall, of well-painted wood, ordained much like the entryway to the Celestial Menagerie itself. Dancing animal-headed angels, playing a variety of instruments, a band twirled around with brightly colored ribbons. I can't talk today. I'm having a tough time. And the five of you push through the purple curtain into the Heavenly Gallery itself. And boy, is this a strange one. Now, this probably would be an area that none of you had visited before, even in your time with the circus, as it's something that Dusklight doesn't really allow anyone she doesn't truly trust or who isn't a major part of the attraction to enter. But as you come in, your footfalls go from soft dirt to the clack of the white-painted wooden floors into a wide room that appears to be filled with thick banks of clouds. Barely able to see the far wall through them, you hear faint, slow, almost ethereal harp music echoing through the chamber, and a smooth white glow illuminates all of the room. As the group of you enter, you would hear a too familiar voice for all of you but Barkbeard, just emanating down, seemingly from nowhere, from no particular direction, through the room. You've finally come to vanquish your rival, have you? Consider for a moment whether you're on the wrong side of this confrontation. I have the forces of good at my service. Her voice almost purring, as you hear Mistress Dusklight's voice through the room.
Come out here, you fucking cat!
Along that, you would see a pair of figures hiding amongst the clouds, slowly sort of rise up, curiously considering you. Each of them appearing to have the torso of a fair woman, dressed with a light, this is the default token, white flowing gown, almost like a toga, and shining silver bracelets, the hair well kempt and held back, and large matching feathered wings extending from their back. But below the waist, they have the thick and long rolling body of a serpent.
Alright, so I know who these are, but does Selwyn? Selwyn uses a hero point. Selwyn didn't use a hero point.
Oh no!
Selwyn
What is
does
this
not,
fucking snake angel?
does not know what a snake angel is off
That
the top of
totally
her
isn't.
head.
Couldn't.
Does anybody else want to do the thinking, because yeah, it would.
Oh,
be a
can we?
religion check.
Can we? Do we have time?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're not attacking you. They're like.
I didn't know if I didn't want to change out of shielding. I like shielding.
Yeah, you would be changing out of shielding to try to identify them.
Nope.
Well, I
don't-
could probably change. 'Cause
Snake
I've seen
angels.
the bad guys now, so. Here, session
two,
reroll. Session reroll. I
Session
can't have
reroll.
another natural one. Come on now.
Clearly, you can.
Oh, nice.
That's better.
There we go. 20 still doesn't make it. So
Give me something.
as you see them before you, they look. I mean, that's a failure. You don't know what they are. Like, what you know is what you see, but you don't know what they actually are. The one nearest you, and though there you see through the clouds now, there are some belongings of theirs just hoarded in small piles near where they were resting, including some harps and lutes. They're not the source of the music. This one stands up. You are the ones that the mistress so fears. Are you not?
All
I
right.
can-
First off, what the fuck are you? I don't know for the life of me.
And the one in the back slithers a bit out of the cloud, both of her hands almost up, like almost in a surrender. We are Azata, beings from Elysium. That catfolk who runs this circus. She had a conjurer of some kind, a mage. He summoned and bound us here.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, can we get by to do our business?
And the one in the front almost kind of smiles a little as she puts a hand together. You truly are unfamiliar with our kind. We are
Yes.
Liland. Azata. We are freedom incarnate. Our
you're
will
bound.
can only be suppressed so far. Her magic binds us here, yes, and we cannot leave this chamber, nor can we raise arms against you directly. The conjurer, he was powerful, ripped us from our homes, from our world, here to be entertainment for these crowds that come by day and by night.
So we cannot go past.
Her saying what they are. Can I make another check?
I mean, yeah, I'll give you religion. Let's see what you know about. Now that you have a kind of a kicker here.
That's a fur too.
Someone has no fucking idea what Azada are.
What the fuck, dude?
It's actually 3 consecutive twos. It's a masterpiece.
If only there were a 0 on the end of it.
But the one in the back slithers a bit closer. She speaks true. The cat does not have us quite so bound as she would think. We are only forced to retain here by the magic that summoned us, that physically binds, restrains us, and prohibits us directly from raising arms against her. But I admit surprise. She had told us of your approach. She had said you were murderers who had slaughtered your way without mercy or thought through men who didn't even bear arms against you, but you all seem wholly unharmed. We had hoped to heal you before you continued.
All right, let's see you cast some healing magic. Can we have like a group huddle for a second?
Sure. Please hold, ladies. What was that one?
Like huddle around. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure they're full of shit.
I agree. The
wait a
goat
minute,
is really.
they might be trapped, and we could free them
That's what
inside.
Right, and
No,
what
similar.
happened last time someone was trapped?
And the one nearest, like literally 10 feet away from you, seems to be capable of overhearing. They are not super low level creatures, have pretty decent perception. Please, is there something that ails you? We know magic, negative energy. There are many things that could cause injuries that are not physically visible. Who can I aid?
No, we'd rather just pass through. We really need no interaction. After we pass through, we can help free you. We just really rather keep going.
Question.
Could you step aside?
Of course, we make no motion to halt your passage. Please.
With my stormborn feet, would I be able to like see through these clouds? Are they hiding anything in here that?
It's actually a very good question.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, it would literally, your Stormborn would absolutely let you see very easily through these clouds. You can see that while there is a lute and a harp and two distinct little piles where the two
Yes,
of the Azada
Time
had
to
been
kill them.
sitting. They have instruments, kill them!
True. Killed him.
You don't see much that they have of possessions, save for the one in the back has a small leather pouch that's just bound with a strap, a cinch, with what appears to be a scroll it's laying on top of. They don't have any like weapons visible hidden behind them.
Well, they do say they will let us pass, sir.
And
Please.
the southernmost one slithers up a little bit further. If we cannot heal you, then please, may we aid you. In our world, on our plane, our music
No.
holds weight,
No
holds
music.
power.
No music.
Please.
No music.
We'd really rather not have
And,
There's not a
music.
lot of music fans here.
She is just going to start to sing, regardless of your
No,
protests.
no.
They are beings
Alright.
of unrestrained freedom. She's
Okay,
gonna
we're
do
killing these fucking things.
whatever the fuck she wants to do.
I'm gonna stab
agree
this
with
fucking
Selwyn,
thing.
actually.
And alignment shift.
No, they're going to make them stop
Can't-
singing. They make scare.
Are you?
Can't.
Do you
I'm-
want to roll initiative because she starts
Yes.
singing?
I'm going to stab
No.
her. Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
I mean, well,
God.
if
Music
she
is
wants
bad.
to do it, you can roll initiative. I'll roll initiative for them.
That's not a very good initiative. Oh. Ha. Heh. No, wasn't a very good
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
Yeah, they are certainly not expecting a murderous gnome to come flying at them, so it's not particularly high. So, Mant, if you select your token and then click the initiative thing on your character sheet, it should roll and add you to the table automatically.
Okay.
That's intimidation.
Ooh.
It is.
Oh,
yes.
it's your battle cry, right?
Yeah. I'll hold up the dagger. Not dagger. I always confuse this. Short sword. You better stop that shit right the fuck now. And I'll do it on her.
Yes, I concur.
Okay. So you said on who? On the southern one? It is the
On
starting to
someone.
sing.
Oh,
The southern
there's
one's the
all-
one that's singing.
Okay, yeah, then yeah.
Okay, so you get a 30 fucking 9. What's your stupid DC? Yeah, that's a critical success.
Is she low level than me?
No.
Alright. Then she's not playing.
But she's very fucking frightened. Arabis, you see Selwyn yell at a threat and is literally like pulling out her knives to go towards stabbing the Azada. But you are first.
That was what I was hoping for. Play your character. I'm gonna run up here in front of them, put my back to them, and look at the party. and just try to stop this before it happens. Stop singing, you're making her nervous. Selwyn, put your knives away. And just try to stop this before it starts.
Selwyn.
I'll look at the other one. Well, you heard her. You get one chance. Stop the fucking singing. Or it's knives out for everyone.
She's already. You literally can't.
Stop,
oh, you
stop.
Other one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that also critically succeeds. So you have very successfully spooked the Azadas. They're very scared now. So,
I'm almost certain. There's no way 27 critically succeeds, does it?
Oh, I'm stupid. I thought I was at 37. No, that's
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's
say,
a
I was like,
regular
Yeah, I was
success.
gonna say
Okay,
there's
well, now
no
I
way
feel
that.
bad.
No, I thought it was.
there's-
My brain said. My brain was thinking 37. No, that just
Yeah.
regularly succeeds. Yeah, no. If you critically succeed with a 27, then you're bullying children, and you should feel very bad.
yeah, that's
What
what I
the
was
heck
like,
are you
well,
running
I guess
from me?
I feel bad.
She would
Right, like,
absolutely
there's
be
no-
running.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna run around to here. 2 actions. Hold up the short sword. Ready for an action. Stop fucking singing.
And the door you can see up in the northwest corner, there is a purple curtain separating this area from the next area. And so on the bottom, very, very spooked, is going to move over a little more behind Aribus, as Aribus is pretty clearly coming up to put herself in the way here. She's going to shift over a little behind Aribus. As she starts to sing, she stops, because someone screams at her and she's terrified. And instead of singing, not. But she falters for a brief moment before beings of... I mean, they are... Azada are as chaotic as angels are lawful. She's not going to be suppressed. She is going to kind of shakily and softly start to sing, keeping in tune with the harp music trickling through the room here. And Cookie.
Can I actually like walk through these clouds at all, or?
Yes, you have seen Selwyn just kind of run through it. Doesn't appear to really be solid at all. It's just kind of there, existing.
Okay. So I'm going to move through the mists to stand behind Selwyn. Now, I done seen you do a good thing outside with the Fishman, and these two look like they're going to continue to do good things. If you don't want them to sing, how about you just ignore it, and there's a pretty purple curtain right over there that looks like we could probably go through it, maybe.
Yeah, you say that, next thing you know, the fucking music's playing and we're all mind controlled and leaving.
So why don't we just leave now? Because, I mean, if they're singing now and you're still mad and you're yelling at them, then that means you're still thinking for yourself, right?
And yes, she is singing, and you would not, I mean, appear to be mind controlled or anything.
Yet.
I guess. I'll put a yet on there.
So if you're still thinking for yourself, then how about you be the cool boss that's been offering some jobs, and you offer these ladies a nice time of leaving this hellhole? Because I tell you what, otherwise, I ain't cooking you nothing.
You're cooking me so much extra fucking bacon when this blows up in your face.
You got it.
Is that it for you, Matt?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do I'll do another stride and actually go stand over here by the curtain. Now, ladies, sing some praises, cause we're gonna go kick that cat in the teeth. Come on, girls. And big strong sir and wood thing that took my cheese. That's the end of my turn.
Barkbeard?
Well, it was evenly won. Yes, but at least... Wait! Everyone stop! Everyone stop! and I'll be. I've dropped my mushroom. It's somewhere around here. Nobody move.
No, you ain't dropped your mushroom, crazy boy. It's gonna be in a pot. You want it back? You gotta come over here.
Did you steal my mushroom? I fair and square won that mushroom.
Then you better come over here and get it.
I'm going to also rush over here and I'm going to, I don't know what I would do, but I'm guessing I'm patting down this kobold.
Hey, no, not under the skirt, not under the skirt.
I don't know where you would have put it.
It's
over
in
here. And
So is that it for you? So the second one here that Selwyn's moving around threatening with a knife, who looks pretty scared now, is going to turn to Arbus as Selwyn darts around her side and just look down, fear in her eyes. Please, we mean no harm. And
Is there anything to do like what's the equivalent of insight?
Perception.
I need everybody to make me a will save.
Oh no, who saw that coming? Oh no, not me. I think I'm gonna reroll.
Hold on, pause.
Yeah.
Well, it's two paused. Zerg and Shemu. Selwyn, you had a great idea. GM roll me these.
Yeah.
I already saw yours. That's life. But
How do you GM roll?
you can either use the dice roller tool to just send me the roll, or you can slash
So random,
GR
though.
space D20 plus
Yeah. I'm
normal will modifier. Is there a way to do it from the sheet that you did?
There is. I don't know how, because that's what
Okay.
I did.
Oh, is it slash GR space?
Slash GR space D20 plus whatever your will modifier is. Give me a secret. You definitely did it from the sheet, Selwyn.
I
I don't know
yeah.
how,
I don't know how.
but you didn't even do it on purpose? That was freaking
No.
perfect, though.
If I use the dice roller, won't it appear in the chat?
Not if you click GM in the top left.
How the fuck I did that?
Yeah, please figure out how you did that. That's an incredibly
I
powerful
got
tool.
a basic dice roller. I don't have a.
Yeah, the top left corner of it says, here, copy this. Copy that, take the period off the front, and put whatever your modifier is on the end of it.
Oh, shift left click.
I don't know if
Shift click your will save.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fucking incredible, by the way.
That's actually
Well,
amazing. That's great knowledge. So Zerg and Barkbeard, shift click your will save, please.
Are you not counting the one that I already did?
Wait, did you do one? Oh, you
Yeah,
did
but
it
a nat
first.
20.
Oh, I didn't see your one first come out. Never mind. Well, that didn't secret roll, but that's okay. We'll figure it out someday.
I did shift click, but it
yeah,
didn't go
I-
out.
yeah, I got one.
I did do a
All right, we
GM
got
roll
one
though.
secret roll. It's cool.
No, I did one. I sent one to you before. Didn't?
You did by typing it manually. We'll have to figure it out. That requires investigation. That's an incredibly powerful tool. So, anyway. Cookie and Zerg. Zerg, we haven't come to you yet. But as we do, you would absolutely realize that a spell is being cast through this singing. Nobody else does, even though it's succeeded. But actually, I don't have. Do I have yours yet, Arbus?
I did the shift click.
This
If
is
it's
the
not in
hardest technical issue I've ever had in my life.
I'm getting the interruption thing popping up now and all kinds of crap.
Let me Yep, that did that up and roll too. That's okay. We'll figure out how that magic works. Well, Zerg
just
would
not-
realize magic is happening, and Cookie doesn't appear to be affected. Selwyn, Arbus, and Zerg, you are all, or not Zerg, sorry, Selwyn, Arbus, and Barkbeard. You are all fascinated by this singing. Now, Fascinated is a pretty minor effect. This is nowhere near mind control or anything. It's not forcing you to stay in the room. It's not forcing you to be, like, friendly to her or anything. But it is absorbing your attention. So you can't do anything that is concentration unless it is involving the singing Azada, because you cannot focus on anything else hard enough. And as you kind of feel your mind, Arbus, this soft, calming music, the Azada next to you turns and, scared, reaches down to you. Please, please. We won't stand in your way. And just like kind of laying a hand on your shoulder as you're coming around to kind of put yourself in the way here. Zerg.
Zerg's going to take his empty bottle of oil from his bandolier that it was used in the previous fight and just throw it at the nearest one. Stop casting spells! This is big trick, everybody. Big spell trick. Magic stuff I do not understand. And I'm going to throw the bottle.
Okay. If you want to, you can make me a ranged attack. We can do some damage. If you want to throw it with intent to hurt rather than intent to like knock it off. I'm
just
not
more
sure.
to be like, hey.
Okay, yeah, just like
fucking,
quit it.
Like a pat on the head, yeah.
All right, so you fling it and it hits her, and the singing kind of wavers a bit as she turns to be a bit little further away from you.
And I will move up next to Erebus and sort of just put a hand on the shoulder, kind of like, come on.
Izana has a hand on one shoulder, Zerg's got a hand on the other shoulder.
Come on.
Angel on one shoulder, angry green barbarian on the other.
Who you going to listen to, huh? This big spell, big trick, scary trick. No listen. I've got another action, don't I?
Yeah,
I'll leave it there.
Okay. Arbus, go faster. Do the thing. God, why'd it have to be the boomer? I believe in you,
right?
Shenmue. I believe in you. You can do it.
What are they doing?
Don't worry about it. He's trying his hardest.
You can do it. You
All right,
can
hold on.
do it.
According to chat, if I click this button, now you should be able to shift-click things on your sheet, Arbus, if you want to just try it for science. Apparently, there's a button in the top left corner of the character sheet that enables that. And Selwyn had it on and nobody else appears to.
I didn't have it on.
I'm gonna try.
You do have it on. I can see it on the button.
What?
I don't know how it got turned on. It's
Oh.
like magic. Okay, it works. Cool.
Oh, now it works. Good.
Yep,
Okay.
I think I've turned it on for everybody now. So now you should all be able to shift-click to GM roll things.
Nice.
Cool.
Anyway, Arvis, your turn. You are fascinated, but that's not like keeping you here.
Okay. No, Mr. Batsky, come on. We're moving on here. Thank you, ladies. It's lovely. Yeah. And can I be like a badass? Just sort of walk through this cloud to the other side?
Yeah, it's not heavy. It's again, you can 3 people have just walked through it now. You can definitely just walk through it.
Or you could also do it like a badass, though. I mean,
Shemi's brain has been in
nothing's stopping you.
Uber hyperdrive trying to figure out a GM roll
I'll just be
something.
like-
So like, this
Back into the cloud.
is our technical issue for the day.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, true.
I could get double to Barkbeard, and I'm just sort of waiting for Zerg. Come on, Zerg.
I'm gonna try something just out of raw curiosity. Does that make it so it always GM rolls? It does. Okay, so I don't understand this at all. If you toggle the thing in the top left, there's a little speechy bubble thingy that makes everything GM roll. I have no idea how you made a shift click do anything. I don't know what kind of witch voodoo that was. That does not appear to be a feature of Roll20. But if you click the little chat bubble, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working. I haven't tried. I don't have a sheet to try it on.
Yeah,
but
I think I might have enabled it by accident in the only rolls. Wait, I made a real roll.
Yeah, there's a thing you can highlight it. It says Whisper Rolls
see
to
it.
GM. It's right next to your character tab. You can turn that on the GM roll anything.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Anyway, we'll figure it out.
So Selwyn, you are also fascinated, but again, it's not keeping you here.
All right. Well, which one am I fascinated by?
The southern one. The one that's singing.
I really wanna. Their whole intentions, what they've been saying. Let's see if I believe them. All right. Well, guess I'm leaving.
You have a tough time with these specifically. You want to believe.
I have a tough time with rolls.
Mulder, I want to believe.
Really?
All right. So as a Zerg comes up and tries to shepherd off Arabis as she heads towards the door, the southernmost of the Azada here, seeing everyone just kind of walk away from her, will turn to Zerg and say, You may not trust us. I understand, but please, take this. Concilium. And with a swell of magic in her hands, cast something down towards you. Zerg, give me a will save. We can try the new feature. You want to try GM roll me a will save? Okay.
Is that the one I was fascinated with? So would I mean, I walked away, so I would still be watching her?
The fascinated by her and the music. So you do not realize this is magic, but nobody realizes this is a spell either. This is not an overt casting.
Okay.
But it doesn't affect you at all. And she sees that fail. You see her eyes kind of flit over towards everybody at the door, and then back to Zerg as everyone's going to leave. And in the one hand that she just reached down to you as she said that, she reaches back up to her shoulder like she's grabbing something, and from thin air, from what literally appears to be nowhere, she unsheathes the scimitar and slashes it down towards Zerg.
Oh, yes. Finally.
Come on, man.
It's the
Everyone's
celestial menagerie. Come on. You knew in your heart they weren't friendly. I know you did.
Of course I did.
And they've
Tried.
everyone isn't fascinated, but is successfully saved against every other thing they've cast to try to keep you here. So it's slap o'clock, my dudes.
Ah, yes, finally. My favorite time of day.
And this scimitar is going to come down towards Zerg for a 26.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Assault.
The blade biting into you for 19 points of slashing damage. As she
How
kind
do you
of
feel, buddy?
grits her teeth, stops singing, and the fascination fades. And as she leans in close with the swing and you look really closely, you see something a bit interesting. The wings underneath her gown are attached by straps. They aren't actually a part of her body.
Of course.
Cookie.
If it's scammed.
So
You owe me so much bacon.
So I can this happens. I see this
Yeah.
happen.
As she stops singing, you're no longer fascinated either. They still look just as they did, but one of them just pulled a scimitar out of thin air and cut through Zerg. So
Dag nabbit, I swear on. Oh, I don't like nobody telling me I gotta make 'em bacon. And just move my way back through the cloud to here. That's it. I've had enough of this. You're getting my chopping knife. And I'm going to do. Actually, do I have enough movement to get to him? So I was here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's a ruler
I do.
tool?
Yeah, there is. That's right.
So you can
I
use
do-
it. Does that pretty easy?
Yeah, thank you. I do have enough movement, so I'm going to stand right here next to Zerg in the clouds, or middle of the mist floating around or whatever.
Okay.
I don't appreciate that. And first things first, I'm going to take an action to go into dueling parry mode. So that gives me +2 to my armor class as long as I've got a hand free and a knife in one hand.
Defensive stances go.
And-
oh wait, there's more.
Yeah, there's more. I got one more. I've got an attack action now.
Wait, what the hell is your speed?
I've got a speed of 30. I took fleet.
It's only like 35 to get around the Azada.
Is
Here.
it? Because I was 1, 2. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
You're good. You can yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Do you
so
want to
I'll-
swing
I'll-
or do you want dueling parry?
I'll
Or
just
stop
go
there?
here.
Okay, fair
I'll
enough.
stop here instead. So, and now I'm going to snagging strike.
33 is absolutely going to hit.
Okay. So she takes. Oh, I don't know why it rolled critical damage too.
We can fix that.
So, okay. So she gets. She takes 13 piercing, and now she's flat-footed until either she leaves my reach or, yeah, it's until either I stop. It's either until I stop or she's out of the reach of my hand or something like that. Yeah. So, yep, that's it for me.
Yeah, she has to get out of your reach to lose it because you're basically like grabbing her with that free hand. Just it's like a step below grabbed.
Yeah. That's it for me.
Okie dokie, Barkbeard.
Well, alright. Kind of did. This is to be expected, I guess. Is anybody? I'm very suspicious of anybody who plays any instrument at the moment. I'm going to run 35 feet over here. And then after I move through the crowd, the clouds, I'm going to try and just root down as much as I can. It's kind of a wooden floor, isn't it?
Yeah, it's painted white wood.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna root in and kind of grip the boards, trying to like set myself here. And well, I suppose this is how it's gonna be. And I'm going to bring my shield up around in front of me and just prepare for a fight.
Alrighty. So the northernmost of these creatures here is going to slither a little over into this cloud bank, wholly
Okay.
within it. So she's still pulls herself away from Cookie. She's still totally visible. She's not hidden. But other than to Arabis, this kind of stationary cloud around her is concealing her somewhat.
I am a fighter.
Yep, you do get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. All right. So.
With your fighter stuff.
Was I also in range for that attack?
You were.
Oh, I
She
had
was
ammo.
there.
All right. So does this count? Does this go to? Do attacks of opportunity count towards multiple attack penalty?
Nope. They don't increase it and they don't count towards it.
All right. So I had something cool. All right. So whoop! I clicked on something. Ah, help! I clicked on something. There it is. Okay. All right. So the chopping knife. I'm going to hero point that.
Have you used your
Can
session
you also
reroll
turn
yet today?
off?
Session reroll.
Yeah, you're on GM whispering still. Turn
yeah.
off the little whispery bubble.
Oh, okay.
I want to see your damp rolls.
We'll have to investigate the
Yeah.
secrets
Okay, yeah,
of
I
this.
just toggled it off. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
use my session reroll for this.
Okay.
Chopping
28 will catch her.
All right, so she'll take 12 more piercing. I don't stop her movement because it's not a critical hit, but I have disorienting opening, and she's still flat-footed.
Damn.
Oh, she's still flat-footed. You can't escape. There's no freedom.
You
There's
can't
only
escape the
flat-footed enough.
You can't escape the kobold.
But as she slithers over, still kind of stumbling, flat, snake-bodied, I believe. She's gonna cast out her spell. This one much more obvious. Propero! And as she does, putting her arms down, she will start to accelerate, moving faster.
Oh no.
Zerg.
Am I within hitting range of this bitch?
You're absolutely within hitting range of this bitch.
And
Now
this
I am
bitch
gonna
can
need
catch these
because
hands.
she's fully. Oh, she's not fully inside the cloud. She didn't get to move yet. She's not concealed.
Then these beach can catch these hands.
Give it.
Except
Oh.
I'm gonna hero point it because I got them. Oh, that's my last hero point. I'm gonna hero
Is it?
point it.
I have you at 3.
That can't possibly, yeah. That can't possibly
I was
be a lesser.
burning through them in that fight.
Yeah, but you were also
man,
getting
still.
pumped constantly. I have you
Oh,
at
maybe I
3
forgot
still.
to-
After spending
Okay.
that one,
I'm not gonna
Uh,
fight you on it.
30 will hit.
30, 14 bludgeoning with a little cheeky bone
course.
fist.
Here's the max damage coming back out.
And then classic Zerg style, left fucking hook 27.
27 will hit again. Just beat the shit out of this
9
lady.
bludgeoning.
Oh, we got the backswing.
There's my left hand. Left hand.
One action left.
Well, of course, it's a right fucking hand, isn't it? 20.
Yeah, last one's not quite gonna land. All right, Arbus.
All right. Seeing that this broke down into combat, dejected, turn back around to see that the fighting is broken out. Now a little bit more pissed. I'm gonna stomp over into the corner over here, wave my hands and say some words in Druidic. Pull my fingers apart like this, and a blue energy appear above me. Turn it towards them and pull my hand that way, and a purplish pale blue lightning bolt shoots from my hand through the both of them, and I could see them in them clouds too. Just so you know.
They're large, so I'll give it to you.
And if not, he could have moved to here.
Yeah, I'm just like doing the mental math of not igniting Selwyn with this. They're large. I'll give you the lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that, because they are kind of big.
Yeah, they are fairly large creatures. So it's a pair of reflex savers. Let's reflex save, Chief. Not bad.
How about a roll?
Okay,
Oh,
the
stop
first one is coming out with a 23. She's going to fail. The second one's coming out with a 33. She's going to succeed.
26 for the one that failed, and 13 for the one that succeeded. Electricity damage.
Solid
Thorpe.
blast. Selwyn.
Now, might I be understanding Cookie correctly when I say this here llama in front of me is flat-footed?
Sure is.
Oh, this is the best day.
You have a new best friend, buddy.
Yep.
Cookie just hands out flat-footed.
Yeah, so she's off bounds, and I'm
The
fucking
thing
pissed.
happened with Paizo. Their HPs or with the Roll20, their HPs are fucking tied together. I have no
I
idea
did
who's
notice
at
that,
what.
and I was like, I wonder if that's on purpose or not.
Oh, I have no idea who's at what.
Zerg
Okay.
only
One of
the
them
other
would be
one.
13 higher,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
So this one is taken 20. Oh, God. Oh, this is awful. I
23.
didn't notice till way too late. Took 23 and then took 13. Did the roll 20 thing where it's two of the same creature,
How did
so
they
they just
do that?
because it's pulling from the sheet that is
Oh,
this monster.
right. They made a fucking sheet for the monster.
Because
Oh,
they screwed it up and have them both pulling from the same value. The pre-made sheets do this like half of
Too
the
often.
time,
Yeah.
way too often. I have literally no idea what this one's at, so it's. I think she's
it's about
only
to be dead anyway. Wha!
13.
28,
28 hits.
21 damage.
So she'd be down 51 and then 21. This whole fight is our technical issue for the week. Everything about every aspect of this fight is our technical issue for the week. Okay, that should be right.
Right, second one for
Second one still hits.
20 damage. And I'm fucking out of here, boy. Running to wait, 1, 2. We'll be here if I'm just running around. That's it. AOE me?
No. It was seriously not super common anymore. Like it's really not.
No, I get surprised.
I'm always worried about it too.
Yeah.
You always gotta carry the fear in your heart, but really, it's not super common.
Get stabbed.
The southern Azada, as she puts this slash through Zerg and gets punched twice, is gonna reach behind her back with her other hand and pull another invisible scimitar out. So she's wielding 2 of them, and then in the spot she's at, swirl. Her snake body twirling in a rapid coil with her scimitars almost just, oh, is she bleeding too? Oh, right, your weapon's just wounding now.
Wounding, yeah.
In a pirouette of blades against Barkbeard and Zerg. And so, Zerg, this is gonna slap a you for a 34.
Oh, just doesn't crit.
Ooh, that's good though. And I need you to make me a will save.
Secret will save?
Nah, I think we're past the point of secrets here.
Okay.
I got them hero points.
Don't you also have assurances? I mean, assurances would make it not a critical failure.
Yeah, but critical failure or possible
That's fair. That's fair.
success.
Success is much better.
25?
25, still a regular failure, so we ended up in the same place.
Fuck. Well,
So,
okay.
as this blade passes through you, you are first of all going to take 16 points of slashing damage. But just the touch of her blade does more than slice open your flesh. You kind of feel like the world. You set your HP to negative 16.
I did, yeah. I'm trying to figure out.
Zerg dies instantly. Okay, so you've been hit for 16 and you got hit once before that for 19. So you've taken 35 damage total. This whole fight is just a technical issue.
This fight's a mess.
Got it.
Absolute disaster. It's okay. As she hits, you feel just the bite of the blade, but also you feel as if almost like you see this other Azada cast a spell on herself and accelerate, moving faster. But then everyone around you starts to be moving faster, as if like you're almost slowing down. Like you can't even really mentally process what's going on around you. It's like everything's kind of jerking. You are stupefied.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
And this blade is also going to swing back around at Barkbeard for a 28.
And I am set in my stance, and it lashes across my shield, but does not hit.
28 misses with just your shield up. You're not in cover.
I'm in stance. Raised is 29.
Oh, damn. I thought it only went to 30 when you took cover. It's bigger than I thought it was. I thought 28 was
Because we got the
lethal.
+1 armor.
Oh, we got the +1
Yeah.
armor. That's why it's slightly higher than I think it is. But her whole act here is devoted to this whirlwind slash against Zerg and Barkbeard. Cookie, you're up.
I said I don't appreciate this very much. And I'm going to move down until I'm right here next to Barkbeard. And once again, dueling parry, bring that knife up into a defensive stance. And I am going to snagging strike, the same one that I did before.
Who I believe just stopped being flat-footed, literally
Snag it.
right now.
Yeah, she stopped being flat-footed at the start of my turn. So here we go.
So let's make her flat-footed again. Oh, you love to see it. That hits.
All right, so she takes 8 points of piercing, and she's flat-footed again.
All right.
This is your life, Azada.
And that's it for me.
Yep, Barkbeard.
I'm going to, as this woman does this swirling spin here, I'm going to try and slow her movement down just by tangling vines up around
God,
her.
you
So I'm
didn't
going
even
to try
start the
and grab
fight
her.
thing in Sirenscape. This whole fight's a disaster.
And yet it's so great.
All
I'm
right.
going to
Kill
try
some
and
it
grab.
to me.
Obvious.
Ooh, nice. 7.
That's big time.
August.
Yeah, that,
So my as she's spinning, I'm gonna try and slow her down just with how many vines kind of entangle her.
a 37 is going to critically succeed, so she is restrained. She can take no actions other than to try to escape.
And it's just gonna crush her in as I grab her, and I'll do 4 damage. And then I'll just continue squeezing in, and just it'll feel like almost another wallop. Constricting. That's a second, so it's -5. It is
26.
26 is gonna do it. While she's grabbed.
So for perfect, yeah. So it'll just feel like she's just getting constricted over here, which is funny because she's also a snake. So I'm like,
You also have it's more, right?
I also have what?
Forceful.
Oh, that's true. I always
the
forget
first
about forceful. It's a good thing.
Well, it has to
First
attack
attack
action,
with
right?
the weapon. Because
Oh,
she's not
okay.
attacking with her hands because they don't have the grapple.
Right. Okay. No, I didn't realize that it
Yeah.
it has to be with them. Okay.
But you have 1 action left.
Okay. Well, that means she can't move. If I critically succeed, that means she can't
She
move
can't
away.
move. She can't attack. She literally the only thing she can do is take the escape action. She can't do anything else.
Well then, and then I'll just, as I have her held, I will just kind of weave a barrier in between us again, raising my shield, and then sink down and take cover.
Okay. So, it's freaking Azada over here as they take their combat positions now, each of them hissing and swirling as they move. She's also going to reach back, and 2 scimitars are just kind of going to appear from their hidden sheaths. And she is going to attempt to incant a spell here. Simulitudo! As she does, obviously Cookie's going to slap a bitch, because
Bonk.
Now she is concealed. Do I need to make the flat check?
you do. She is fully concealed. Which you did on the
so-
last attack too, but I forgot about that, so it's okay.
Flat check.
You're good.
Okay. All right. So
This whole fight's just a fucking train wreck.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That'll
35,
hit
and
her.
she is flat-footed.
That will critically hit her.
Oh no.
Okay. So how do I add critical damage?
It's just doubled. Crit's literally just doubled, so
Okay. So she takes 22 points of piercing and 1d4 plus 1 piercing or bleeding damage.
yeah, she is not alive anymore. So as she goes to try to cast a spell, Cookie, what do you do?
I see her trying to cast that spell even through the cloud. I'm like, you don't get to talk. And I just shove the chopping knife straight through her neck, pull it out, and sit back down.
Zerg!
Well, we can't just have one body, can we? I'm gonna
That's what I'm talking about.
right hand in. 26,
She's grabbed. That'll do it.
9 damage. Take your right hand out, you put your left hand in, and you use a hero point.
Oh, feels bad.
Punish
Yeah.
for your sin.
You use a fucking guidance, and you try the thing again. That's what it's all
Here's the guides on
about.
attack 3. Look at this Chad.
Fuck's sake, 14.
14. So you pop her once and then swing, and Barkbeard's almost just holding her too far away from you and just punching a tail, which you feel like you're contributing. Like, you really feel like stupefied. You really feel like you're doing a lot of good here, but that's not the part
feel
of
like
her
I'm
that's really
trying.
super susceptible to damage, and she like doesn't even notice, honestly.
An effort
Arvis.
was made.
Yeah. You think you're doing great. You're in the punching bag of, like, snake ass. It's just kind of in front of you.
I'm gonna take a step up to get a little closer. Start weaving my hands around as the clouds that are around her darken and start to swirl. And then I open my hand and a crack of thunder and lightning. Tempest surge from the only clouds that she was in.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty badass.
That is
actually
that's
super
pretty
fucking
sick.
Cool. Okay, well, being restrained does not actually lower her reflex save.
Shit.
Dear Lord, that's pretty zappy. That's pretty zapperoni.
Watch her roll a hot one, dude. I'm just fucking.
Please. That'd be so. Oh no!
It's gonna be a 37 on the reflex save.
No!
Wow, that's a crit save.
She's
Is
gonna
that a
take
thing?
no damage. It is a critical success save. She takes nothing.
Oh man.
That's some value if I ever saw one.
Hey,
It gets.
I rolled a 36.
Yeah, I think you
well,
find
you
you
roll-
rolled a 0.
It's might as well roll the none.
Selwyn.
Oh my god!
Da 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 step man.
Bunch of bullshit.
Oh man, I'm fucking sad that she's restrained because we just established she can whirlwind slap literally everybody around her. The whole fucking game.
That's
here,
what I'm
and she
banking on.
can't take any goddamn actions.
All right. Okay. Well, good start. Good start. Okay.
Neither
this is
can
the-
you, idiot.
Well, fuck you. How about that? All right. One of these days, we'll come out.
It's
that.
there.
Gets there for 20 damage.
I'll put the
1d6.
bleed icon on her so that we know it's there.
Yeah. Take that, harlot.
Alrighty, well, she can only do one thing. This is ooh. You are not trained in athletics or acrobatics. You are a snake wizard. Alright, snake wizard. So, I mean, your unarmed attack is not the worst thing in the universe. So that's what we're going with. Versus your athletics DC, Barkbeard, we're coming in with, you know what? It's a 22.
It's hard. She can't like get any purchase because it's not one thing she's hitting. It's like a whole cage of vines.
And then a 15. So, yep, that's her. So, over the next round, the group of you brutally fucking murder this Azada.
What she gets, dude.
Who absolutely has literally 0 chance of surviving an entire round of the party laying into her while she's quite literally restrained. So,
But you will see that Barkbeard has rooted in and shielded up and taken cover, and he's actually just kind of become this set of roots over here, and is basically kind of tunneled himself in, and seems pretty happy there, actually.
Yeah, well, he's dying doing what he did when he lived. Sexual harassment.
Very happy. You know, I don't mind staying here. You know.
I think I'm seeing another branch sprout.
So as you realize, as you fight them through these battles and these hits, the straps kind of get knocked loose, some of their wings falling off. They're not a part of the actual creatures. Selwyn, would you like to try again?
Sure. Is it
Give me an
still religion?
Arcana or a Nature
Nope,
check.
Nope. It definitely wasn't that at all.
Do it again.
Arcana, it is. Sweet.
Wow.
Finally,
There
Earl.
it is.
It wasn't
You-
Arcana, I don't think.
Finally recognize these creatures for what
Fucking
they are.
Lamias, dude.
Lamia matriarchs. For why you were so confused about trying to put together what the hell these Azado were. These are not just Lamia, they are generally fairly powerful Lamia who just didn't get to do anything today. Because literally everybody saved against all the spells that did things. But the only lasting mark of their battle is the one, like, single, like, it was literally 2 hits. It just looks like 1 on Zerg's health bar that was landed on him. And the fact that Zerg still feeling a little muddy, almost kind of hungover. Stupefied is basically your intelligence, your wisdom, and your charisma are all down by 1.
All of Zerg's most important traits.
And the things he never uses. Thank God. Imagine if that hit someone important.
Oh,
Wow.
you're still important to me, Zerg.
Don't worry.
But as the Lamia fall, completely worthless. Hey, you know what? I mean, we'll take what we can get. We had one
We knew it was all
absolutely
downhill.
spectacular encounter that may be literally the best encounter I think I've ever run in Pathfinder, and then the biggest fucking shit show since, like, I don't know, Skull and fucking Shackles. So we had... we did tell you it was all downhill after the break, and boy, we were not fucking wrong. But that's gonna do it for us today, ladies and gentlemen, as we have made our way into the first chamber of the heavenly gallery, slain these stupid snake bitches. What more lies before us? Unclear. But if it's more of this level of difficulty, I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine. So, I believe that may be the least threatening encounter that the Circus of Wayward Wonders has fought in all of Book 2. I don't know, there was the one time Zerg just Mike Myers some trogs, and that was not good. But I even think they put up... Well, the first time, a demon then showed up and actually fought pretty well. The second time, they got smeared. But even they, I think, put up a better fight than this pair of Lamia, who just had a really bad day. So,
Shield just kind of keeled over, right? Like, he got hunted down and stabbed.
Yeah, it was the bad times, to be sure. Chat, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for pumping Zerg with an incredible amount of support so he could be victorious in what is the closest battle ever. You can go back. I promise you can go back. I revealed the health bar at a certain point. You can go back and add up all the damage Zerg did, and it will be exactly where that health bar is. Like, there was not fudging that took place there. We're going to see if we can figure out this shift-click the GM roll thing, because apparently it is a mechanic somewhere. And good night, everybody.